Hey, I am Jason Russell from Critical Dice, and welcome to the Fable 42. We build community through friendship, gaming, and of course, chaos. You are watching the Duke City Chronicles, and this is our fourth episode. It is the final episode of our little mini intro season, but we are actually going to be coming back with a full-length season starting in April. And we'll be doing that actually on our YouTube channel. And we'll be premiering those episodes every single week on Tuesday nights, starting probably in the middle of April. So after you get your taxes filed, you'll have new episodes of Duke City Chronicles. So please join us for that. And then we'll probably also try to do a replay on Twitch as well. So you'll be able to find it in two places. We'd love for you to join us again in a couple of weeks, a few weeks for the new full season. I want to jump right into things and talk about our sponsorship. The first sponsorship is Critical Dice. Hey, that's me. And we have dice for days and pens and coins and even t-shirts, including this new one that I just made. That is a D&D map t-shirt that I made myself. So you can find that on the store. So go to thecriticaldice.com and use the code FABLED42 to get 20% off any non-subscription item. And that goes a long way to help the channel, helps me, and you get a discount for some cool stuff. So we have a couple other sponsors. I'll let Chris do that.
Well, my question is the thing, the little diddly walk between the two D's, is there a secret symbol in there, or is that just a fancy sign?
Yeah, so this is a pit trap right there, and then there is a secret room right there. A secret door right there.
That's
so
hysterical.
you can see it a little easier on the website. So go check
I
that out.
knew it didn't look normal. Anything you see that's 3D printed on all the other campaign shows is brought to you by the friends over at the Griffin of the Coast. If you like what you see and you want to see us be ridiculous, go ahead and support our Patreon. We're going to do all sorts of stuff on our Patreon. Go ahead and click the link to our Patreon down below. That's all I got. Back to you, Mr. Caper.
Excellent. Let's go ahead and do our character and player intros. Let's go ahead and start with Miss Bridget.
Hi guys, I'm Bridget. You can find me on Instagram at string_theories_. And I'm playing Suki Buchanan. She is a 70-year-old spooky grandma. She looks into the future and talks to ghosts. She's also a visual arts professor at the University of New Mexico.
Excellent. GW, let's have you go.
Hey everyone, I'm GW. You can find me at it's early. What's my handle? GW005. GW005. That's who I am. Hello. On both Twitter and Instagram. I am playing Quavon Whispers, aka just Q. I'm playing the Divine playbook. In the simplest way of putting it, he's kind of like a edgy angel boy. So we're gonna have some fun.
Emo angel boy, nice. All right, Diane.
Hey, my name's Diane. You can find me at the Pretty DM on the internet. You can find me here most nights. And right now, playing Katia Rose, the monstrous half vampire.
Excellent. And Chris.
Well, y'all know me. I'm playing Riley Reed. Once you turn this on, you can't turn it off, so it's a whole lot of you get it. I am the expert. Beknownst to what all these fine folks say, I am the expert, and my cell phone is the latest in technology.
It's super not, yeah. It's the height of technology in 1998. I know because I had one too. Hey, and I'm Jason. I am your keeper of monsters and mysteries. You can find me at Critical Dice on Instagram and TikTok, and at Critical_Dice on Twitter. Give those a follow, and maybe even join the giveaway for Candlekeep Mysteries I'm doing right now on that as well. So I think that's all the intro stuff we have to do. Without further ado, let's go into the intro video as we play the Duke City Chronicles.
Oh dear.
It's an amazing place. Most people have no idea where it is, but we're okay with that. We've got mountains, rivers, deserts, and over 300 days of sunshine, and some of the most diverse and wonderful people you'll ever meet. It's a great place to live, and I definitely encourage you to try it. But we also have our dark side, our own ghosts, secrets, and legends. Most of them are true. For thousands of years, people have been living here and dying here. This is Albuquerque, but it goes by many names. The 505, the Burke, my favorite is the Duke City. These are the Duke City Chronicles.
It's 3 a.m. and the shop is closed and dark. There's a light coming from the garage over a workbench with scattered tools. We see a hallway leading to the small, cluttered office, and then back into a workshop, a bathroom, and then a bedroom. We go through the door, and we see the sleeping form of Riley Reed, clutching a pillow, asleep. Riley, you wake with a start. There's a heaviness on your chest, and you feel a presence in the room. You look over into the corner, and there is a humanoid shadow with white, glowing eyes, standing, staring at you.
I wouldn't suppose I recognize the shadow, do I?
No. Fully humanoid, staring at you.
Thought I'd ask. What can I do for you?
It reaches a hand out and beckons and walks through the wall outside next to a window.
Any of my weapons under my pillow?
I think that's for you to decide, but that sounds perfectly normal to me.
Okay. I'll probably grab my pistol then and then follow.
Yeah. You rush outside, and across the street, you see it standing at a corner under next to a stop sign, partially illuminated by a street light, and it starts walking away down the street.
What the hell? I'll probably throw my boots on, like laces, and flop a little bits all over, and I'd follow.
You keep following it, and you'll turn corners, go down streets, and you're like running, and you'll lose track of it, and you see it always just another block away, stopping, staring at you with those same white, burning eyes, and it walks across Central Avenue onto the campus of UNM.
What the hell is going on? Man, I left my high-tech phone at home. I'm gonna keep following.
It leads you, as you realize now it truly is luring you, leading you, to a large art installation comprised of 6 hallways, about 10 feet deep each, that intersect each other left and right, up and down, and then straight up and down. And it stands in the middle of it and waits.
Do I see anyone else anywhere else?
You look around, and it seems to be completely abandoned. There does seem to be a one person off in the distance walking with a shopping cart, a homeless guy. But he doesn't seem to notice you yet.
Well, he don't care. It's probably his friend. What time of day is it?
This is probably 3:15 a.m.
Just about the time to get possessed by some demon creature. All right, I'm gonna walk into the stupid little tube thing. Have my pistol out, but it's kind of like behind my hip, so he can't like see that I'm threatening, but I'm super threatening.
As you get closer to it, and you're standing in the center of this structure, it suddenly reaches its hands out straight into your forehead. You go stiff, and then there's a bright flash of light, and both of you disappear.
What the hell?
The night is quiet once again. You hear muttering from the nearby homeless man. The night is quiet and dark and peaceful once again. It's just another night in Albuquerque. Quavon, it's morning. You have class later today, so you're getting up, and you go to hit your alarm, and you look over on the nightstand. There's a little plate of cookies, biscuititos, a kind of an aniseed and cinnamon delicacy here in New Mexico. And you see that, and you can't remember if those were there when you bamped back in last night, but they weren't there when you left. But it's time to get ready, and you push it out of your mind. What are you doing this morning?
I'm thinking really hard about when those got there. Maybe it was Grandma. Who do I know amongst my grandma and mom to make these?
It's something your grandmother makes often. She knows it's one of your favorites.
And he's thinking really, really hard. Okay, what time did I bamf back in? Did I? Oh, I was really tired. I just knocked out the second I got back.
Mm-hmm.
Well, we'll see how that goes. I start getting ready. And you said this is morning.
This is morning. This is the morning right after the golem.
Gotcha.
You got in maybe about midnight.
Oh yeah, I'm still kind of hurting.
Yeah, if you have any harm, you can heal 2 of that from sleeping.
Awesome. I'm going to kind of get ready, grab my things, grab my books, my backpack, and all that, and I'm going to just cautiously start making my way downstairs. A little bit nervous, you know.
Yeah, your mother's in there reading her phone, sipping coffee. Morning, honey. Your grandmother's kind of bustling around, like cooking and making some foods, with some eggs and some bacon. And your dad is there in uniform, getting ready for the day as well.
Hey, Mom, was that you that put the biscuits in my room this morning?
No, I don't think so.
And
yeah, no.
there's a silent, like in Q's head, there's like a small like yes, because he knows that, you know, right now he knows the difference between what his grandmother can say and what she can't, and his mom and the curiosity and stuff like that between the two. So he's just like kind of chill, and he's gonna walk up and kind of like hug his grandma from behind. Thanks, Grandma. I appreciate the morning biscuits.
She turns around and she caresses your face and like stares like pretty intently into your eyes, and then smiles and turns back and keeps making the food. Your dad says, "Supposed to hear something today about deployment, so just I don't know what your schedule is today, son, but come and talk to me when you're done with class, and maybe I'll have some news."
Okay, well, hoping for the best. Hoping that we can stay for a little bit longer. Kind of gotten used to the place after the past years. So and you're so close. You're just a year away. You know.
I know. Yeah, I don't really relish the idea of moving either, but maybe we can work something out. We'll find out. My commander's pretty. We're close. He'll listen to me.
Yeah. Well, here's hoping.
Oh, that's me. I gotta go. He gives his wife, your mother, a kiss and a pat on the shoulder to your grandmother, and he heads out the door.
Before he does, I'm gonna kind of like walk up to him and, you know, I mean, it's already sleek, but I'm gonna make his suit like kind of like, you know, dust it off, and any wrinkles, I'll like just kind of like do a quick smooth down. All right,
like,
$1,000 bucks.
No cables or anything, right? I'm good.
No, you're good. You're good, Dad.
All right. He puts a hand on your shoulder. Thanks, son. And he
Thanks.
gives you like a little like punch that to the to the chin, kind of lovingly. I'm proud of how you turned out. Still no chance of signing up, right?
I don't, Pops. I don't think it's for me. I don't think
right.
it's for me. And I'm
Guess I'll have
glad.
to
And
let
I'm
that
glad.
die.
I'm glad you think I turned out all right. I know.
Despite my best efforts, yeah.
I know. You and Mom. I know I was a surprise. I know that that you didn't kind of see me in your future, but I'm glad that I'm here with you all.
The best things in life are surprises.
All right, love you. I'll see you later.
All right, he heads out, kind of rushing now. He's a little bit late. Suki, you get a notification on your phone. There's a new post on Instagram for someone that you follow.
Do I recognize the art piece?
So it's from Weird ABQ on Instagram.
Oh, yeah. Sorry. The Instagrams are talking to me again.
Yeah, quite literally in some ways. And so the picture is the picture we have down there in the bottom corner. And what does it say?
A door of light and shadow.
As you're looking at that and considering what that could mean, you have a psychic vision triggered from this picture. You are standing on UNM campus and in a hallway in the art building, and you see Riley in front of you, and he walks around a corner, and you follow him, and you turn, and he's not there, but before you are two classroom doors, one on the left and one on the right. You walk forward and you open the door on the left, and it's just flames. You hear chanting, Vide, 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 Vide. And there is a demon, shirtless, red skin, muscular, insanely tall horns, and he is screaming. The door closes as you're thrown back, and the other door opens, and you see a hair salon. And you recognize it. You've passed it before. It's not too far from the house. It's nearby, and inside you see 3 women, and they all turn and they look at you, and they reach out and grab your hair from your head and yank it out, and they start winding it, spooling it as it gets longer and longer as they start to weave a kind of tapestry. And then the door closes and you're back in your living room.
Oh, that can't be good. I'm gonna do the psychic party line.
Great. Go ahead and give me a weird roll for that.
Okay. It's only a 4 on the die, so that is a 7.
7. Great. You're able to connect, but you feel like it's not going to last very long.
Knock, knock, knock. I'm being polite. Anybody heard from Riley today?
Come in. No. Why?
Okay. I had a vision and he was in it, and that's normally not too good. I think we have to. Riley, are you on the call?
He doesn't respond.
Riley, if this is a joke, it's not a good one. Say something, man.
No response.
All right. I don't think there's anything good happening. In my vision was you know that the tunnel piece on campus, Q?
Yeah. What about it?
I think you should meet me there. I'm gonna Katia, wake up, baby. Come on now.
Yeah, I'm here.
All right, great. We're gonna load up the car. Actually, Q, would you do me a favor before that?
What's up?
Would you mind just doing your bamfing into Riley's house? See if he's in there. See if he's sleeping or something.
Yeah. I'm gonna get to a safe spot out of eyesight and stuff, out of anyone around.
Yep.
And
okay, and so you bamf where? To the
garage.
shop, like the garage? Okay, you bamf to the garage and all the lights are still off. There's still like one like workbench that's got a light on, but the sunlight's coming in through the windows. Everything looks normal and as it should.
Is this truck here?
His truck is here. Yeah, it's pulled up in one of the bays and the garage door is down.
I'm gonna touch the head of the
Hood? Yeah.
the hood of it.
Yep. It's cold.
Riley, I'm gonna go into the main room.
Yeah, so you kind of start walking through the shop and he's not in the office. The bathroom door is open. You kind of tentatively peek in there and he's not in there. He's not known for keeping the door closed. And you go to his bedroom, the door's still open and you can see his bed. It was slept in, but like you kind of look around, you can see like on the desk, there's the Hibbins Archaeological Guide from last night still sitting there, open to one of the pages. You can see his sniper rifle is still in its gig bag, sitting next to the desk.
He never leaves that behind.
His phone is sitting on the nightstand next to the bed still.
Everyone who's mentally connected to Q right now, he's not saying anything, but you can feel that he's nervous and you can kind of mentally feel his kind of like heartbeat, and you can tell that he's trying to not freak out. I'm gonna look for maybe like not really footprints in this house, but maybe like a path of action.
Yeah, sure. Go ahead and give me a plus sharp roll.
Sharp. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 total.
10 total. Okay. So you're able to. I'm sorry. I'm pulling up the the sheet. I apologize.
It's all good.
Read a bad situation. On a 10, you said. You can hold 3 actually. Best way in, best way out. Dangers you haven't noticed. Biggest threat, most vulnerable to me. Best way to protect the victims.
First thing that Q would do, because he doesn't know everything that happened at 3 a.m.
Yeah, and I'd also let you pull off of the investigative mystery list as well.
Okay, got you. What's the biggest threat here? Would be his very first thing, like maybe like a hidden something. I don't know.
Right. So as you kind of start looking around, you can see that that it seems like there's no threat. And as you kind of like trace your steps from the bedroom back out to the front door, you can see that the booby trap that he puts on the front door every night was deactivated from the inside, like the normal way, like the tripwire was kind of moved. And then you realize the door is still like slightly ajar, like it's almost closed, but not all the way. And you kind of turn the handles and they're unlocked. So it seems like whatever happened here, he left in a hurry.
Okay. From the investigative mystery, I will ask, where did he go?
Where did he go? Okay. So you walk outside and you're kind of like in the big driveway kind of parking lot area where he'll keep cars that he's not currently working on. And you walk out to the street and you look down and you can see his car keys are there on the sidewalk, and you scoop them up and you're like, okay, so he came this way, but he left that direction, kind of frontierward. if that's a phrase, towards the frontier kind of thing. You're like, did he like just get a hankering for like French toast, and like rush out the door? Like, what's like, it all strikes you as a little odd, but there's no like blood trail. There's no footprints to follow.
Very last thing, because he is a hunter and he always, when people that he cares about are in danger, he just instantly thinks like monster, maybe a monster. Da, 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 da. So I'm going to ask you from Investigate a Mystery. My last question is going to be, what sort of creature is it? What creature do I might know that leaves no traces, that God makes things invisible? I don't know. He's just like rifling through the library in his head of what he's faced and what he's heard of.
Yeah. So I think with you have a more limited knowledge base than Riley would. So
Yes.
He's usually the one who would be able to kind of answer these questions for you, but now you're faced with doing it alone.
Yeah.
And if the question is like, what could have made him turn invisible or something, like, that there are sorcerers out there that could do something like this. That things that wouldn't leave a trace, anything that could fly, anything like a ghost or a shadow would do that, but you're not really sure. There's just not enough to go on here. And there's a variety of things, but it's not like ghouls. It's not like zombies. It's not a werewolf, a chupacabra, a yeti. Like, these things are going to leave like a blood trail if they attacked. So it doesn't look like he was attacked in the house. There's no signs of struggle. There's no blood trail. There's no gore.
Gotcha. Both Suki and Katia can hear my thoughts, and I'm literally thinking out loud,
going through a checklist.
So yeah. So they hear everything that you just said to me.
Okay. Wait, I'm not in this game. No, yeah, got it. Okay. Suki, you know that your connection's going to break here in the next, like, maybe 10 seconds.
Okay, Q. Copy all that. We're gonna head to the U, and we'll meet you at the little tunnels thing. I'll tell you the vision that I got when you get there. Okay?
Gotcha. I'll be there soon.
Okay. Katia, put on your seatbelt, and I'm gonna drive.
Fine.
So while going nowhere.
So, Q, what do you want to do while you're waiting for the girls? Like, you could teleport to campus, you could keep searching, you could walk there faster than they can drive there. You're only like maybe 3 or 4 blocks away.
Once I get to the area that Suki sets a meter at, I'm just going to kind of look around curiously. Q's not one to just kind of completely sit and wait. He's typically very proactive when it comes to these kind of things, so he's going to just look around the area to where she saw in her vision.
Okay, great. So you're there at this sculpture, and you know that this sculpture's been here for a long time, and it looks just like in the picture down there. And what's interesting about it is that it's basically 3 intersecting hallways, north, south, east, west, and then straight up and down. And if you were to walk in the middle of this, you would see a metal grate with some kind of plaque that you've never really paid attention to in the middle, and it goes down 10 feet as well. There's usually like leaves and things that get caught down in there. So when you stand in the center of this, if you were to stand in the center of this, you would basically, in any direction you look, up, down, left, right, forward, back, you're exactly 10 feet away from walking out of it. It's kind of an interesting little, like, almost like jacks, like when you throw down the ball and scoop it up. It's almost like that shape,
Gotcha.
Those 3 axes.
Okay, and I'm just walking around, looking at it, just being very, very curious. How many people would you say are around? Is it kind of populated?
It's about 9 a.m. and there's students walking around everywhere, getting to class. Some people are skateboarding by, others are drinking their coffee or talking on their phones. Go ahead and let's do this. Go ahead and roll plus sharp, and in the nebulous way that this is, I'll let you pick from either read a bad situation or investigate a mystery.
All right. So,
What about
Okay.
what about this? Read a bad situation, but you also can add what is being concealed here to that list.
do that. Thank you. Wish me luck. That's gonna be a. This is plus sharp, was it?
Yes,
That's gonna be a total of 9.
9. So you can hold 1, I think.
Okay. I am going to listen to Dimphna. I just heard a slight echo in my ear of what's being concealed. So I am going to ask, what is being concealed here?
So as you're looking around, watching everyone go by, I'm going to give you 2 things, actually. One, you notice as you're looking that everyone always goes around this thing.
Mm-hmm.
No one ever just walks straight through. And it could be just because it's a weird thing or it's not the quickest path, but no one's really interacting with this object, this art installation. The other thing that you do notice, though, is that in kind of one of like the service doors that's kind of got a little alcove to it, there is a homeless guy that you've seen a couple of times before in and around campus with a shopping cart, and he's kind of like digging through his stuff, like reorganizing his pack and such. And about that time is also when the girls arrive as well.
Hi, Q. You find anything?
I'm not sure. One interesting thing is people normally don't walk through here, but today, I'm sorry, Keeper, you said
so. Yeah, so this is basically between 2 large buildings,
right?
And so the path through here, people walk through here all the time,
right?
But no one ever walks through the structure itself, which is just kind of like in the middle of this large, walkway between buildings.
But today they are, or no? That's just like
they are not. They're walking through this walkway, but they're not walking through the art installation.
Understood. Actually, Suki, no. I don't think I found anything.
Well, all right. I mean, the
Instagram.
We're
positive that Riley isn't just doing his own thing right now.
Riley never leaves his gun. Riley never leaves that stupid janky phone. Riley never just leaves his truck. Riley never leaves traps to his place undone. Nothing. This isn't Riley.
Okay, just figured I'd ask.
So someone came in. Oh, all right. Let me do a little sightseeing.
So you want to open the spooky vision? TM.
TM.
All right, roll plus weird.
All right. 8 on the die, so that is an 11.
An 11, excellent. So you can hold those same questions, but the second that you open your sight, you are knocked to your butt because this structure, this art installation, is giving off waves of energy on all 6 directions, all 3 axes. And it looks almost like these concussive waves of energy, almost like a lotus blossom coming off of this. And it's so bright and huge that it's like a presence almost. Oh. And it basically knocks you to your butt.
Oh boy.
Are you okay?
Yeah. This place is humming. No wonder nobody's walking through here. Jeez. Oh my God. Sorry, it's the questions from Read a Bad Situation or?
Yes, and you can add what's being concealed here as well.
What's being concealed here. Okay. All right. I guess I'm gonna I'll ask what is being concealed here. Is there some reason why this thing is thrumming so much? Is there a direction where it's coming from?
Yeah, so it's coming from the center of this thing. And as you look, you can see that there is some graffiti on the exterior walls of this that also seem to be giving off energy. And also, as you kind of look down one of the channels, the metal grate on the bottom also seems to have a different color and wave profile coming off of that as well.
Okay. I'm gonna ask. Are there any dangers we haven't noticed?
Any dangers you haven't noticed? Yes, I would say there are. But I'm going to pause right here. Riley. He hasn't gone to the bathroom.
Yes, sir.
Riley, you wake up this morning and you're standing on the campus of UNM. And everything looks much like the way that you would expect it, except all of the color is leached out of everything. And there are these like wisps of like smoke or shadow that move occasionally in the periphery of your vision. And standing next to you is a woman. And you realize you have color and she has color, but she's unusual in a couple of ways. She's a little shorter than you are. She's wearing very strange clothing, and her ears appear to be pointed. And she's looking at you and she says, "Are you all right?"
Now, when you say strange clothing, are we in that Tobey Maguire movie where she's wearing like old clothes?
Yeah, as you kind of look at that, you're like, this feels very much like when Frodo would put on the ring, and it's kind of all like, and she looks like she's from a Lord of the Rings movie. Yeah.
Oh, like, okay, like that. Not like old like 60s clothes, but she's in like fantasy world. She's been playing that devil game.
Yeah. She looks like she's from a Ren fair.
Yeah, I'm all right.
I'm sorry I had to bring you here like this.
You did what?
And your cobwebs are starting to clear, and you remember that when the shadow stuck its hand through your head, you heard a voice that said, "I need your help. Come with me." And then you blacked out.
You know, asking that question while you're doing it isn't consent, just so we're clear. Where am I? What are we doing?
This is... My name is Brindari.
Bren who?
Brindari?
Brindari?
You can say Bryn if that's easier. That's a hard question to answer. As best I can tell, this is called the Shadow Ward. It's a place between places. And Sir Reed, your world's in danger.
Sir, well, I like the sound of the first part of that, what you said, not the second part, though. What's in danger?
Your whole world. And you can see that the structure you walked into yesterday is there, and it is thrumming with power as described before. And she says,
when you say world, do you mean like my shop world is in danger?
Yeah, I mean your existence. I'm not from your world. I'm not from this world. On my world, it's much different. There are those who want to conquer. There are those who want complete control of everything, and they're not content to contain it to just their world. They found ways with magic, and I don't know if you're going to believe that, but to find this place, it's like a nexus. It lets you get to other places, but getting here is the easy part. With my own magic, I was able to come, to spy, to figure out what's been going on, to try and stop them. Getting into the next adjacent world, that's the trouble. That's the hard part. But they've been making inroads. They've been finding
weak points, places where the barrier is thin as of late. And she gestures back to the structure. This is one of them. And only recently did it activate. I'm not really sure. And while she's talking, you hear Suki's voice in your head, and it's very like echoey and shadowy, saying, "Knock, knock. This is me. Just give me a heads up. Anybody seen Riley?"
Now, all that you just said, the word that I got out of that was spy, and everything else was kind of jarbled together. I feel like you grabbed the wrong member of this group to have this conversation with. But, so what I'm understanding is my world is in danger. And you came here to do what now? To help make it in danger, or to help stop it from being in danger?
No, to stop it.
All right.
I can't let all worlds be destroyed, but I'm not equipped for this. But now that I know, I can't do nothing.
And your world is in danger too?
It's almost completely conquered.
So did you bring all the danger here with you, or are you coming here to try to what? I'm trying to...
I followed the danger here. In fact, we should probably go. We shouldn't just hang out here. And Riley, you can continue to hear this conversation between Katya and Q and Suki. You haven't tried yet. They're like talking about you.
Suki, can you hear me?
They keep the conversation going like you're not there.
Now that's
like
just rude. I would not. Who would leave? What the? Close the door, cute son of a bitch.
So yeah, and she's like leading. She's like leading you while you're like trying to like talk out loud and think and like clearly distracted.
Being pulled through the mall by your girlfriend. That's like what?
Yeah, exactly.
One look at
or like your mom trying to take
the video games. All right.
It's like your mom trying to take you shoe shopping to like pay less. Like, no, mom, I don't want to go. And she's like, no, what? No, come on, we have to. And she stops, and standing not too far away, kind of near like this shadowy duck pond here on UNM Shadow Campus, there you see 4 shadows. They solidify and they look like people wearing medieval armor, and they draw swords bleached of color, and they head towards you both. Suki, the danger that you haven't noticed is as you kind of look towards the duck pond, you see 4 shadows, still ephemeral, still transparent in a way, taking shape behind trees, buildings, trash cans.
Are you pointing this out?
Uh-huh.
I would like to. I imagine now that I have a sword, I am wearing like a longer coat with my sword on my side to not just look like I'm walking around with a sword, but I'm totally walking around with a sword.
I like it.
So I'm just gonna put my hand on my sword.
I'll lift my
your
gun
hand
in
where
the
your hip be at.
Oh.
Yeah, and there's bystanders, students everywhere.
Yeah.
No one else seems to have noticed them yet.
Suki, what should we do? What should we do?
Oh,
You always know what to do. What should we do?
Yeah, and actually, Katya, only Suki can see them.
Oh, but she's telling me about it.
I'm like, uh-oh.
So,
4 boys, 4 shadowy boys.
Wait.
Are they attacking people?
They're slowly approaching
us.
Towards us?
Towards where you're positioned near the sculpture, the art installation. Solo, same for you, for Riley and Brindari.
Can Suki see me, or can I see Suki? Because I'm reckoning that we're in the same place.
Yeah, my side.
So far, Bridget, all you see is these 4 shadows.
Okay.
And you can still feel the thrumming of the sculpture behind you.
I still have 1 hold left for my read a bad situation. So, because I got an 11, so that's hold 3, correct? Yes.
Mm-hmm.
So my last one is going to be, what's the best way to protect the victims?
Best way to protect the victims, and the victims are the bystanders, I'm guessing.
Most likely. I'm feeling like they're going to cut through them to get to us. But if they do come, if they do come to us, I guess we'd be the victims. But
Yeah. So the best way to protect the victims would be to get. You think the best way to protect all the bystanders if someone's about to go down is to either remove yourselves from the situation since they appear to be closing in on you guys, or to cause a commotion to get everyone to go someplace else.
Okay.
So either lead this fight away or get the people away from the fight.
All right. There's a lot of people here. I say we draw these motherfuckers. These people out. We draw these people out somewhere else because there's too many people around here. We can't be firing guns on the campus of a college.
I'm firing a gun.
Would it be easier to get the people away from here? I mean, where are we going to lead these shadows that no one can see but you?
Oh no! Yeah, I know how it sounds. It does sound bad. I don't know, the desert somewhere out in the open. I mean, if you got an idea for a big distraction, I'm here for it, Katia. Or Q.
I mean,
yeah, Q, you're here with them.
Send your light puppy out, and I don't know. We could blame it on aliens, something.
That was last episode.
She's inspired. She's never seen an alien die before. She has not stopped thinking about it.
Could we set off some fire alarms?
That would do it.
Q, do you know where any fire alarms are? You go here, right?
Yeah, I know where they are.
Yeah, Q, you think you could easily pop into an adjacent building and pull the alarm and pop back.
Y'all are outside, right?
Wait,
that's what I do.
But so Q, do you know like where they send people when the fire alarms go off?
Yeah, out into the corridor.
Because if they come here, then that's obviously not what we want.
If the fire alarm goes off in a building, what they're supposed to do, everyone's supposed to leave the buildings and get off of campus or to designated safe areas like the duck pond, which is maybe about 100 yards away from here. Where there's no buildings and everyone can kind of congregate there. There's like little like spaces of like, hey, here's where you go when you have to get out of the buildings.
Should we set a fire nearby? Also pull the fire alarm. So set a fire so they don't come near us here.
Riley, you said you were going to draw your gun and fire.
Of course, because I don't see no one, so I'm going to shoot these little medieval time.
Roll kick some butt.
Stupid
with the pistol, not the sniper rifle.
I understand, sir. All right. Ooh, that's a 9. What's the plus?
Tough.
Plus tough, which is 1, so that's a 10.
10. Great. What's the damage?
Can I do a precision strike?
Yes, you can make another roll.
Woo, Nelly, that's a 10 again. My magnum is 3, and it's loud.
Okay, so 3 damage total with the precision strike as well?
Oh, no, that's 5 total.
Okay, great. So you pull out your pistol and you fire at the closest one, and it just hits him straight in the head, and he goes down with like a clank. You see Brindari go with fire and launch a bolt of fire at one of them that strikes it in the shoulder and takes it to a knee. The other two look at that and start running towards you guys, swords drawn. Suki, you hear like a noise, like bang, but no one else seems to react, and you see 2 of the shadows go down.
Okay. Two just went down. There's a loud noise. Could I try to see, like, because she did fire, right? She streaked fire at them.
Mm-hmm. But you didn't see that.
I didn't see that. It's just
a
loud noise.
You see them, a loud noise, the gunshot. You swear it's the gunshot with more echo, and then you see one of them fall flat and then apparate, and then another one go to the knee. Words, they're hard.
I love
and
it.
then
I
the other
love
two
it.
are rushing towards you guys, like now with like intent.
I'm doing the plan of the ladies. I'm gonna bamf somewhere. Before I do, Suki, Katya, do you have a lighter?
No.
I bet I do. I'm pretty rad for a grandma. Can I can I roll for Zippo later, I guess?
No, I'll let you have a lighter, yeah.
Okay. Yeah, it's my dead husband's. I'll toss it to him.
I thought you quit. You told me you quit, damn it.
Roll for dead husband. No,
I don't have to roll for that.
No, okay. Side note, there. Yeah, you rolled the car for that.
Oh my god!
There was some light pre-game headcanon of Suki that Suki used to smoke, and like every couple of years has one. So I'm gonna like totally let this go. Yeah. And I'm not apologizing for the dead husband comment, because we invented him. All right, come on, you've got the lighter. It's a Zippo.
That laid me out flatter than that medieval knight that just went down by a possible ghost magnum. Yikes.
I grabbed the lighter, bamf to a strategic place to where people can run from or whatever. So I just start lighting things on fire. It could be easily fixed later. It's fine.
So there's like a terraced spot that's part of the structure of one of these nearby buildings that has a lot of like kind of xeriscapes, like low water usage kind of garden space in there, and there's enough of old dry kind of weeds and tumbleweeds and things in there that you're like, yeah, I can light this. And you start lighting that up, and it starts going up a little faster than you intended.
Perfect.
But it's going now.
You just
Do you
lit a
want to
fire in New Mexico. Oh my god.
You're not here. Be quiet.
I am
There's
here,
like
actually.
17 violations.
I'm right here.
Super here.
And are you gonna like yell or like draw attention to it or anything?
I'm gonna bamf.
Go set the alarm.
I'm gonna bamf to the alarm, pull it, bamf away. I'm going to the roof.
Nice. Okay, so you guys see him disappear. A moment later, you hear, and everyone starts looking around, and one of the students like, fire, fire, and they see that, and everyone starts rushing away from here, away from this spot. So you've kind of cleared this area. Great job, everybody. Riley.
Beautiful. I'm pulling my sword.
Would I be able to use my preparedness when I need something unusual or rare? And the unusual part is the sword that I have usually on my person. Would I be able to have that if I rolled high enough?
Roll it.
I need a 10, y'all.
You got it. You got it.
I need a 7
baby.
on the die.
Good vibes. Good vibes. Good vibes. Good vibes.
That's a 6.
It's a 6, so a total of
I'll never do that again.
9.
Yeah, which I have it.
So what-
I just can't get to it right now.
So okay, so what you're like I wish I had my dang sword, and Brindari's like, is it back at your house?
Yeah.
Concentrate. And so you're like, yeah, that face right there, yeah. So you're just like, okay, don't crap myself. You start concentrate, and you feel yourself.
I didn't get to take my morning dookie. Damn it. What?
Yeah, you feel yourself like vibrate, and Suki, not 10 feet away from you, you see a new shadow pop up. It's like looking down like this and like shaking, and then it disappears again.
Oh, I didn't recognize
What?
that shadow
Are
at
there
all.
more?
Yeah, it was just a figure. Solo, right when Riley shakes like that, all of a sudden, those wispy movements that you had noticed before on the periphery of your vision, they solidify, and you can see like a black and white version of where you are of the real world, and you see your team standing kind of not too far from you, and they are ready to engage in battle with these shadows as well. And you're like, wait, what? And then they disappear again, and it's just you, Brindari, and the two shadows and the one kneeling.
What the hell? Oh man, this is bad news. I'm gonna take a shot at one while I'm having this conversation. My friends are here. What? They're in danger and stuff. Pew.
Okay. We'll go back to that in a second. People in the real world, Katya, Suki,
I'm in the
what do you want to do?
I
Suki,
think
tell me where they are, and I'm gonna slice at them.
they're over by the duck pond. They're coming at us though. Here,
Maybe
I'll set
50
up
feet away now.
I'll set up a tracer, and I'm gonna send a big whammy, magic missile style,
Great,
towards
roll
the
it.
closest boy. All right, great. All right. Let's see. Oh, great. Actually, that's an 11 again. 8 on the die.
Excellent. So this wave hits out from you, and it ripples through the two that are approaching on you, and it seems to have no effect. But for a moment, Katya, you can see them like ping.
right,
And you
I'm
can see
gonna-
their outline for a second.
I'm gonna run straight towards the closest one and attack it with my
Okay.
sword.
I'm going to have you do a -1 ongoing to that roll since they
Sure.
are hard to see.
Actually, can I help her out?
Yeah, you can help out.
I think I'd like to try to use. I don't know if I can use this,
Yeah.
but maybe Jinx. I'd like to see if I can like put something in their way, like energy wise. If I can like
Yeah,
put
roll.
a sort of
Roll
telepathic-
Jinx.
All
Yeah, I
right.
like that.
I'm gonna try. I'm gonna try to use these brain waves I got.
Right.
Plus weird is that?
Mm-hmm.
Yes. All right. So that is an 8.
An 8. Okay. And so what does it do? What does Jinx do in an 8?
On an 8, I get to hold 1. So I get to either interfere with a hunter, help a hunter, interfere with a monster, minion, or bystander, inflict plus 1 harm on a target due to accident. Target finds something you left. Target will loses something that you will find soon. I think I'm gonna grant Miss Katya +1 forward.
+1 forward? Okay.
Yeah, towards
Great.
hitting
So
these boys.
So what I'll say is that the effect that it has is you do your Jinx, and all of a sudden now all of you can see those 3 shadows very, very clearly. And unfortunately, there are 2 more shadows standing almost right behind you,
Whack! Can I?
between you and the art installation.
I have my Bowie knife.
Mm-hmm.
So-
Are they within stabbing range?
The ones behind you are, yes. But let's resolve Katya first. Katya, go
So,
for it.
so I was running towards the first one I could see. So
Mhm.
I got +1 from Suki,
So
and
just
I had
normal-
-1, so just my normal
Those
roll.
cancel out, yeah.
So that's a 12.
A 12. Nice. So what's your extra effect?
My extra effect, where do I see that again?
Under kick some butt.
Under kick some butt. All right, that.
So that's going to be take an advantage, give an advantage, inflict terrible harm, suffer less harm, or force them where you want them.
I want to inflict terrible harm, please and
Excellent.
thank you.
So that's going to be 3 damage.
Yes.
All right, great. So you just like stick this thing in, slash, and you see it stumble back as the other one, kind of close to it, reaches its hand into your shoulder, and it feels cold, ice cold, in a way you haven't felt since your transformation, and you take 2 harm, armor defeating.
Ouch.
Which means I take 1 harm.
Yes, because you have a special frustrating thing. Yes,
Because I am immortal.
yet to be proven. All right, Riley, you had said you were going to take another shot.
I was gonna take a shot and then run away from where my friends are,
Okay, go for
in
it.
an attempt that the ghost spectral things are following me and not them.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and after that kind of like blast wave, you can see shadowy version. You see 3 shadows where 2 shadows where your team was. Now, they're kind of amorphous, but you can see where they are. So people in the real world are seeing shadow elements. People in the shadow ward are seeing shadow elements of the real world.
Got it. Okay.
And then Quavon,
And
you're up.
it's kick some butt, right?
Mm-hmm. If you're using your pistol.
It's tough, right? Well, that's a 3.
Okay, mark experience. You
I still want to run though.
Yeah, you're already in motion as you fire, and that's the same moment that Katia moves forward to slash, and your bullet strikes Katia. Katia, you see a shadow from behind you put its hand out like this, and you feel a pinch in your shoulder, and you take 1 harm even beyond your immortal thing.
So I still take 1 harm?
Mm-hmm.
What the actual fuck?
What the what? Yep.
Mr. Keeper,
Yes.
I meant to say this with the other shot, but it didn't matter because I dropped him. I'm using holy rounds.
Yeah, that was in there. Great, no problem.
Does that do anything different to the vampire?
Well,
lady?
he still died, and
Well, no, I'm talking about Katia.
no,
Okay.
no.
Oh no.
Thankfully,
Oh gosh.
for now.
I have a mechanic reason why, and also a social reason why. I like you guys. Quavon, you're on the roof watching all of this kind of transpire. You've seen the people start running. You're like, yes. You see Suki like do a wave, and now you can see the shadows, and you see also the 2 shadows that previously hadn't been identified standing behind the girls, and one of them put a hand out, and you see Katia tumble forward a little bit as she's engaging with these 2 shadows.
How many shadows do I see?
Riley
There-
can't help but kill me.
Yeah,
just in his
well,
nature.
I mean,
Tried for it.
he
It doesn't
established
count
that
unless I can see it
episode
in your
1.
face as you die from this world.
Jesus,
Wow.
Well, this is awkward. How many,
Counseling
how many,
session
how
after
many
the
shadows
episode.
do I see?
5. One that's on its knees, 2 engaging Katia, and then 2 behind Suki, and one of them just also attacked Katia from behind them.
Yep. Straight up attacked me.
So his eyes begin to glow gold, and that kind of like halo appears behind his head. Not halo. Damn it! I was the aura. There's like a light aura that appears. Damn it.
Yeah, the golden
Anyway.
frisbee. Yeah.
Yeah.
Halo, halo.
And a sword of golden light appears in my hand as I bamf down right behind the one who hit Katia, and we'll swipe it from behind.
Kick some butt.
All right. So this is going to be a plus. Let me just look at the sheet real quick. +2. All right, here we go. So that's going to be 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 7.
All right. What's the harm?
The harm is going to. Oh, and also, I am going to do precision strike. So
Okay,
I'm
roll
going
that again.
to roll again. Oh, hey. Okay. So that's going to be 11, 12, 13. So that's going to be another 2. So that's going to be a total of 3, 4, 5 points of damage to the one behind Katia.
Riley, you take 5 points of damage, armor defeating.
I'm dying.
What are you at?
I mean, I only have.
Harm?
Yeah.
Yes, you're at 1 checkbox away.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so Brindari sees that as a shadowy form just appears behind you guys and slashes you through. She runs up to you and grabs you, casts like a kind of a Scarlet Witchy kind of like thing. There's a spell that I don't know if I would get that, and you guys see the scene go like the earth below you is moving quickly, but you're staying stationary. And you are suddenly in a different part of town, just the buildings still shadow leached of all of the color, and you guys are alone, and you're breathing heavy, and she's like, oh, no, this is not going the way I thought. Riley.
I'm just like, are you all right? Is everyone all right?
Yeah, you see the 2 shadows that you were there just like streak, like, and they're gone. And there's still the 2 that are attacking Katia and 1 that's on its knees.
Can I? The one behind me is still there too. The 2 behind me.
They're gone.
No.
Can I?
Oh, there was them. Sorry.
Can I slash at another shadow?
Yeah, go for it. There's one that you really hurt, and there's the one that
Yeah.
attacked you.
I would like to point out that my Magnum is obscenely loud. We're in modern day, and this is like a Western Magnum. Would Suki know that would be my gun because of the sound? I've been fired twice now.
Yeah, that's a good point of order. We'll let Suki kind of think about that.
I got another 12.
Another 12? Nice. Okay, extra effect?
Damage, extra damage.
Extra damage. Are you attacking the one you attacked before? Or
the one that just
attacked
me.
Right, so you slash at it and it just like just turns into ribbons of shadow and disappears. And the one that you struck stands up and puts its hand through your shoulder again, and you take 2 points of shadow damage.
So
which is only one. Yeah, which is only one for you, yeah. And it backs away and reconvenes with the other shadow. They both look at you two, and then they apparate out. Yeah, Suki, you can still see them because your spooky vision's open, and you see them run off and then out of range.
Oh, we should follow them. Everybody okay? Everybody okay? You okay?
I'm
Okay.
cold.
That ain't good.
As
like
they
the
kind
shadows
of
just-
start to disappear and kind of run, I just go, cowards.
I mean, this is, I haven't felt like this since I died, or kind of died, or whatever you want to call it.
Mostly dead.
Baby. Mostly dead.
Mostly died?
Baby, I'm so sorry, honey. Can I think about that gunshot thing? That's some tasty reasoning.
Yeah, I like that. Roll plus sharp.
Okay.
While she's doing that, when I look at Katya, does she look severely hurt?
She does. Because are you unstable, Katya?
I am right. I have 3 harm, so I'm like right at that line.
Yeah, she
right
looks as
before that line.
the most hurt you've ever seen her look, but she is still like, able to like walk and run and fight, but she is clearly hurt.
I put a glowing hand on her shoulder, and I will do healing hands. Or I will attempt to do healing hands.
When do you click the unstable part?
When you go past 3 harm, where that little gap is.
So I got, for healing hands, I got a 9 or lay on hands, whatever. I got a 9, so on a 7 to 9, you can heal the harm or illness.
Okay, but
of 1, I think.
It's 2, but you take it into yourself. So, Katya, you could heal 2 harm. Quavon, you take 2 harm, armor defeating. You transferred the harm.
Okay. Well, okay.
So I have that vertical slash, and I have 4 boxes after that.
Mm-hmm.
So if those are all full, then I'm unstable?
No, if those are all full, you did. So I think what you told me is that you basically have 6 out of 7 boxes checked.
Correct.
Yeah, so you're unstable to the max and slowly dying.
Okay.
My bad, homie. I honestly didn't think that was you. Like, real meta me did not think that was you.
I knew it was him because
I
he
didn't.
shot me.
Yeah.
It's
I was
almost
thinking
like
something
I planned it this way.
Okay.
I got a 7 to think about the gunshot.
Yeah, like that was odd. Especially considering you're thinking back and you're like, okay, that was just a me thing because no one else reacted to that noise, even though people are panicking and running from the fire and you guys are in battle. Like that was a noise that was a spooky vision result, and that was unusual. It felt mechanical, and nothing about this feels mechanical.
That ain't good.
So are you guys chasing them? Are you guys stopping to triage? It sounds like you're like Suki was like, we got to get them, and Quavon's like, here, let me help you out.
Yeah, I was gonna say everybody get in the car. I was gonna follow them. Can we triage in the car?
Yeah, you absolutely can triage in the car, but the car is the opposite direction where they ran, and they've already left your field of vision. So like, if you hurried, you might catch up to like the area of effect, or you can retreat. But it's like a decision you have to make now.
Let's get in the car.
Okay. Everybody
Get
good
in
with
the car. Seatbelts. Let's go.
I follow.
Well, great. So you guys kind of run back to the car. Fire's still burning. People are coming on the scene to help take care of that. It's not spreading because there's not a lot of extra material to burn once it's burned through. But you guys all kind of run and head back to the car, hop in, seat belts. Where are you going, Suki?
I'm just gonna like keep my sight open and go in the direction that they were running and hope that I catch up.
Yeah. Okay. So you kind of like drive around campus, the couple of blocks that it kicks up, and you're looking to the site, and you're always kind of aware of the art installation off in the distance because it's just like that thrum of energy. So it's almost like a beacon that you can keep kind of a track point on. But as you drive around, you're not seeing any more shadows nearby. They seem to have eluded you.
As we're in the car driving, looking for these things, I'm going to try to lay on hands myself.
Okay. You can make that roll.
Now, I have a question. Before I roll this, what happens if I roll a 7 or 9 when I'm trying to heal myself? Because, like, the damage, you know what I mean?
Nothing would happen.
Okay, here we go.
I can make you an offer. Go ahead.
Oh.
No, you roll.
Go on the dark side and I will heal all your wounds.
8.
That's a mixed success.
Yes.
So nothing happens.
Oh, snap. Okay. Will you allow me to just kind of like keep trying as we're moving along? Just be like, oh, didn't work.
I will make you an
work.
offer. You know that Pericletus also has some healing ability.
Oh, give your dog a snuggle.
Noted. I'll save it for later.
Bed.
Okay. Yeah, and you're not. I think you just have 2 harm now, right? Or are you at 3 harm?
I just have 2.
Okay, so you're not unstable. You're hurt, but you're not like bleeding out or anything.
Why don't you rub it in?
Speaking of bleeding out, Riley, you are in this alley with Brindari, and you realize you must have passed out at some point, and she has ripped part of her clothing, and she's bandaging you up and wrapping it around your around your chest and your back where the gash is. You are stable, but you still have 6 harm, so you're not going to bleed out, but you are still incredibly hurt. And she's like, I almost lost you. Are you okay?
Yeah, now I'm not all right. What the hell kind of question? I thought I was already dead, and then I almost died already, and I'm in some sort of weird shadow place, and the Knights in the Round Table, medieval times coming after me and all stuff, and my own damn... Do I know that it was Q that sliced me?
I'm not sure that you do because he popped in and attacked from behind. So
No, he was behind Katya, which would be in front of me.
He was back behind you. So it was Shadows, Katya, Suki, correct, you guys, and then Quavon popped in right here, and
okay,
and then she.
Then yeah, whatever.
Yeah, who was that your team?
I thought so.
We have to find a way to close the gate. Getting here's the easy part, but this thin space, this is where, if they can figure out how to open it fully, they're going to flood your world. We have to destroy it.
I have to be in this shadow, whatever, to do that?
No, but she looks awkward down. I didn't mean to pull you here. That was an accident. I'm sorry.
Can you send me back?
It takes an immense amount of concentration to even manifest into your world. But even then, it's ephemeral. Like you saw me last night, a shadow. I'm not sure if the gate can be destroyed from this side, but it could be destroyed from your side.
Well, that's what I'm trying to tell you. I can go tell my friends, but I'm sitting here in this place where they can't see me and I can't see them, and how the hell am I supposed to help them?
Well, if we can locate them, you could try to manifest. You could
try and talk to them, but you will seem a shadow to them.
But I can't go back?
If we can find a way to get the door open, you can go back out. You could help your friends destroy from that side. But the other shadows, they're guarding the gates. They know that this is the weak point. If this goes down, their plans are dashed, and they're actively looking for ways to fully open
Do I
it.
trust her?
Well, she did help you fight the shadow, and when you were hurt, she pulled you out of danger.
Sure.
So
That's a good
all
way
you
to get
have.
my trust, and then she can dupe me
But
later.
she also broke into your house and pulled you into an altered dimension. So,
course.
That's up to you, Riley.
She pulled the most skilled, but also the most easily manipulated person in the group to come do her bidding and open up a portal, and she can bring all the demon folk over here, and she got those pointy ears. No one likes Spock. Everybody likes Spock. Damn it. But does Riley...
I think Riley is doing that equation. Like I think Riley is probably someone who doesn't always get the social interactions, but he can do the math.
Oh,
He can be like, okay, so I know that I'm not good at this.
Can I connect
but
the
I
dots?
also, you can connect the dots.
Yes. No whammies. No whammies. Sweet diddly bits! That's 12 on the die, and that's, I don't even know what sharp plus 3. 13. No,
Heck
15.
yeah.
Math.
15, dang. All right, so what does it let you do on
I
a
don't know,
complete
hang on.
success?
I can hold 3. Is this person connected to the current events more than they are saying?
She seems to know a lot about this gate, and she hasn't really explained to you why she knows so much about it, or why she knows your name. There's some things here that aren't lining up. She said that she came here to figure out what was going on and to stop it, but she knows a lot about what's going on, it seems, and she knew where to find you. She knew that you could help, and she seems to know your name, and she knew you had a team.
So let me ask you this. You know an awful lot about what's going on here, right? And you say that you need me, specifically, Riley Reed, to help you close this portal, right?
Well, not you specifically. I've been spying on you.
Well, yeah.
I've been looking for allies in this fight because I'm realizing I'm not equipped for this. And if I go back before this is done, I'm not sure I'm going to be able to get another chance. Sir Reed, I picked you because you seem to know a lot about this. You seem to understand the complexities of magic and the things that are strange in your world that seem the most related to mine.
You lost me there. But so what I'm understanding though is that you don't have enough energy to go pull anyone else's diddly bits into this shadow area, right?
I don't
put the gun to my head. I will pull this trigger right now if you don't tell me everything that you know about this portal and everything that's going on. And then you're just shit out of luck and Bulldog Worlds are done for.
Ley lines. It's using the ley lines. Also, I wouldn't do that because I'm not sure what would happen to you if you killed Joseph.
I like surprises, it's alright. I wore the brown pants, it's fine.
She says, are you strong enough to move?
What kind of insulting ass question? Of course, he's like,
She
I mean, he
gestures
aches
to,
anyway.
Like the bandages, yeah.
Even when he's healed, he's like,
Add an ease, yeah.
Is this connected to previous mysteries we have investigated?
She takes your hand.
Or I've
and
investigated.
She makes the gesture again, and the earth shifts below you, and you're standing on top of a building downtown.
and you can see the whole city laid out flat. It's one of the great things about Albuquerque is there's like nothing in the way, and you can see forever, and the sky takes up 60% of your vision. And she points out these lines, these blue glowing lines that are crisscrossing the area. And she says, these are ley lines. Most worlds have them. They're fundamental forces of magic. On my world, we manipulate those lines with ease. We call it the weave. There are less here in your world, and we can see them a bit, even being this close. But someone or something has manipulated these lines, has messed with them, and is causing these weak points, these points where realities are thin. And Riley, as you're looking and to answer your question, you can see yes, there are two lines that go underneath the structure that you were at and went through last night on UNM campus. And as you follow one of the lines back, it goes right under the Frontier restaurant where the paintings came to life. And you can see that line, as you keep tracking it back, it goes out past the airport into the desert, and you see the military base, Kirkland. And just beyond the military base, there's another thrumming, glowing beacon of light right under a ley line.
That's probably Area 51 or whatever, and all those crazy things.
Different state, but thanks for playing.
Riley doesn't know that. I know that. Riley doesn't.
I think
know
Riley would actually know that.
Well,
I can see a headcanon where Riley's been
Area
there,
52. Then.
Yeah, 51's a feint. Like 52 is where it's at. Yeah.
The one that no one talks about.
Listen, it's 51. That means there's 50 other ones around these motherfuckers. Sorry. Do I see anything else?
Could be a lot more.
Could I try to do the concentrating thing to bring my phone to me?
That occurs to you. You're like, okay. So you ask her, like, could I pull things, right? And she says, I'm not really sure, actually. I can take you back to your house, and you could try.
Sure.
All right. She grabs your hand, and the earth shifts and moves. Suki, Katia, Quevan. You're in the car driving around. What do you want to do?
I would like to drive to the hair salon that I saw in my vision with my three weaver ladies.
Okay.
And I already told them about the vision and everything with the screaming demon and the ladies with the quilting skills, hair quilting.
So let me paint this picture a little bit for you. So you saw Riley, and then you saw two doors, two options in front of you. One was the hair salon, and one was a demon. I'd like to remind you, you know exactly one demon. He runs a pawn shop.
Oh.
So you know Sammy. So as you're pondering this, I'm not taking your choice from you. Okay. I just want to let you know your vision basically told you have two options. The hair salon or Sammy.
Did she tell us her vision in
I think
entirety?
That she just said that she did, yeah.
Okay, yeah. Sorry.
I guess they are options. I mean,
don't we know a demon?
We do. Sammy, the pawn demon. Did I recognize the demon?
That's canon now. Thank you.
I didn't. I guess I didn't ask at the time, so I guess I didn't recognize him.
Well, here's the thing. When you went to visit Sammy in that first episode to find the missing painting, he looked like a dude, like black hair, kind of buff, New York accent. And you've never seen Sammy look any other way. But you know he's a demon, and your vision showed you like classic, Middle Ages Renaissance painting demons.
Right. Well, so I think
I just feel like if we know a demon, we could at least ask him.
True. then again, we also have the three ladies of fate. I wouldn't be a very good sort of occult type person if I didn't know that there were three blind weavers of fate and everything like that. So it's like we either got a demon or the fates.
But are they actually there? I mean, I don't know. I've never been to the salon.
Are you asking, do the three women of fate run a hair salon? You don't know.
No, that's what I'm saying. Like,
I was going to check out. Like, I was going to go see if I could recognize any of the ladies, and if I do, I'd do my like, hey, one spooky girl to another, help a sister out. But
yeah,
we
you
could
can
also
do whatever you want.
We could also do Sammy as well.
Every time Suki says the word demon or Sammy, Quavon's eyes just get more like gold glowing with rage, just like and it's at this point now where basically that aura is kind of radiating from him just out of pure distaste for Sammy and the pond demon.
Is he sitting? Are you sitting in the?
He's in the back. He's in the back.
All right, I'm gonna reach back and be like, it's like, I know he's upsetting, but like you gotta calm down.
I liked him. He was nice.
You would like him.
What does that mean?
There is no need to get snippy in my car while we are missing one of our members.
He just insulted me.
I know, but we can deal with it later. Fates or demons?
I love demons.
Fates. And I'm gonna shriek like hair salon.
All right, you turn, you go into the hair salon, pull up to the hair salon, and it is just in kind of like a strip of retail spaces, and you can see the sign out front, and it's the name of the salon is Hair It Is, and
that's good. Okay, that's good. That was good.
It does have a sense of humor above all other things.
Indeed it does. And there's a big open window, and you can see some people moving around in there, and they appear to be open.
All right. I'm gonna. Do y'all want to stay in the car? Y'all looking a little ouchy. Is there?
No, I'm fine.
I'm fine.
Okay. All right. Let's hit it. And I'm gonna get out of the car and open up my spooky vision as I walk into the hair salon.
You walk in, and the bell ding ding. Is it just you, Suki?
I'm right behind her.
I mean, I'm going in.
I'm going in too.
Okay. I missed that part.
I gave him the choice.
The bell rings, and you walk in, and there are three women in there. There's an older woman who is kind of sitting in like a barber chair kind of thing, and sorry. You walk in, and there's three women. There's an older woman who has kind of like classic old lady blue hair, and she is sitting reading a magazine, sitting in the chair. There's a kind of middle-aged woman with like a little green streak in the front of her hair, and she is walking from the back carrying some boxes. And then there's a young woman sweeping up who has like shaved sides all swooped onto one side, and it's bright engine red, and she looks to be about 19 years old. And you walk in, and they all look up, they look at you, and they say with one voice, "Suki Buchanan, welcome. We are the Sisters Weird."
No kidding. I like that vocal effect. It's very effective. Look, I don't have a ton of time to talk. One of our people done got took. I saw y'all in a vision. I'm sure y'all saw me. So I'm wondering like what your end of the vision was. Have you seen any shadow men with swords and possibly medieval armor? And maybe one with a 350 Magnum. I'm so sure I have heard that gun before.
They all look at each other, and they offer chairs and say, and speaking individually now, the one with the red hair says, "Have a seat. Let's talk." You are in a interesting predicament. And the older one says, but I believe we can help. And I'm going to pause it right there for a bathroom break and a hold screen as we get into the second half.
Are we doing a giveaway or just a quick break?
Yeah, we can do a giveaway. Let's do it.
Go ahead and enter Raffle in the chat, and we'll be back in about 5-10 minutes.
And welcome back to the Duke City Chronicles. Utahime is our winner. Congrats, Utahime. Couldn't happen to a nicer person. And let's get back into our episode. Quavon, Katia, and Suki have gone to the Sisters Weird at their hair salon, and they've offered you guys to have a seat. The older one with the blue hair says, "What can we do for you?"
Well, I believe that one of our members was taken. I'm not sure where. I don't know how to get him back, and we definitely need him back. And also, there's like a bunch of shadow boys running around. We had to start a fire to distract everybody from them. I'm a little worried about them going out and attacking other regular human beings. So, I think if we can get our Riley back, that would be pretty good.
The younger one with the red hair says, "Yeah, like totally. Yeah, he's totally trapped in like the Shadow Ward. Like that's not good."
No, that don't sound good. Can we? Is there something we can do to kind of reach in there and pop them back into the real world?
The one with the green hair says, "Yes, we could cast a spell for you to open the portal and retrieve your missing friend, but it will cost you."
Cost us what?
It's not about how much, Miss Buchanan. It's about what. You would need to give up some of your potential, some of your fates. Suki, mechanically speaking, they're asking you to give up some of your luck.
Oh! Oh, sorry.
Well,
For those of you who don't know, that is extremely dangerous in this game.
so dangerous.
Extremely dangerous in this game.
And you can't get it back either.
This is why you asked me. This is why you asked me how much luck I had. Oh, I should have known. How much exactly? I mean, not that I'm bargaining for my friend. Like, I mean, I need my friend back, but I'm just wondering exactly how much potential I'm losing. I mean, I'm a 70-year-old woman. I don't got a lot of time left, probably. But like, you know, it's not like
that
it's.
got dark.
I mean, I don't know. I'm connected to the dead. You know, I'm coming back, baby. There's no getting rid of me. But anyway.
Yeah, I like to imagine the end of this story ends up with Suki haunting Riley forever.
Yeah, just like you're doing the fuel line. It's the fuel line, Riley.
Please take me. Someone, please just take me.
The younger one with red hair says, like, I mean, not too much. I mean, just, I don't know. What do you guys think? And the older one says, "Well, if we were to take some of your potential, your fate, you would be woven later into the tapestry of fate, I suppose. To pierce the veil, 2 points of luck."
Wow, a whole 2 points luck. That is
It's a hefty price, but like, Riley, we're basically asking to bring somebody back from the Shadow Ward. I ain't never heard of the Shadow Ward, but I know that, you know, you can't reverse a ghost, so I'm not surprised that it's a hefty price, but and if I do weave myself into the tapestry, is there a guarantee that the repercussions will only come to me? It won't come to any of my friends here?
Fate is a fickle thing. Most think it's point A, point B. The one with green hair says, "It's not always like that. There's no guarantees. you offer us some of your potential. The one with red hair says, and we'll like totally open the portal and let your friend come in. That's the arrangement.
I'm not there. I'm not there.
Ew.
I'm not there. I'm not there. I'm not there.
I know.
Well, let's do this. Let's give you a second to think, and we'll pop back to Riley. Riley, you're inside the shadowy version of your shop, and you're in your room, and you can see your sniper rifle, your phone, and the archaeological guide sitting there on the desk. And Brindari says, I'm not really sure how this will work, but if you can concentrate, then perhaps you can take an item with you. We're pretty close to the gate, so maybe that will help. You'll just have to concentrate on what you want and try and reach out and grab it. I can help if you like.
I mean, that sounds that sounds easy enough. All right, I'm gonna concentrate on my cell phone.
She
Yeah.
puts a hand on your shoulder and makes a signal in the air. Riley, roll plus weird.
I have just like a meta question for you, real quick, Keeper.
Yes.
Could Riley do like his own triage where he is, like, bandages or whatever, bandages himself up?
Well, that's true. I mean, part of one of the rooms in his in his shop is a place to like heal and stuff. But the question at hand is, can he figure out a way to interact with the real world, though he's in shadow form? So, yes, but no, maybe. That's what we're trying to determine, I think.
Jason, here at Fable 42, we try to do yes and.
I knew that was coming.
Okay, fine. Quavon, yes and?
Nailed it.
So, all right. You said plus weird, right?
Yes, but you can get I believe your weird is 0, right?
Yes, I have an 8.
So she gives you plus 1.
I have 9.
So you rolled a 9. Okay, a total of 9. So you concentrate and the world becomes more clear and you can see your hand kind of get some color to it, and you reach out for the phone and you feel it and it vibrates and it pulls into the real world. It pulls into your world. And you got it.
Can I use it wasn't as bad as it looks and try to heal some of this harm?
Great. You can heal 1 harm. Is that a roll?
It's a roll.
Go for it.
While he's doing that, I have a quick question to you, Keeper. I had Riley's phone. Do I feel it bamf away?
Oh, did you grab it?
Yeah.
I didn't think you grabbed it.
Oh, did you pick him up?
Uh-huh. I have his phone and his keys.
Okay, so here's what we'll do instead.
Oh
I
my
will
gosh.
lightly retcon this. So you still have his phone and keys. So when you guys, what was the roll for Nazbaz it looked?
That's a 10. So I heal 2 harm and stabilize my wounds.
Great. So now you're at 4 harm, I think.
Yes.
So when you guys got to the shop, realized it wasn't there, you guys had a conversation about where it could be, and she shifts you guys to the hair salon. And same roll, and you reach into Quavon's pocket and you pull it out. And you have it, and you see the 3 women all look at you, Riley. And the rest of the team.
Do I notice?
The rest of the team, you guys see them suddenly stop in mid-conversation about the cost, look towards the door and towards Quavon, and Suki, Quavon, and Katya, you see a shadow standing there with like a fist out in front of you.
Did I feel anything come out of my pocket when Riley took it out?
You felt a shift in your pocket, which is why you look down and you see the shadows like here.
Can I try to attack Suki?
Wait!
Yeah, you sure can.
Danger. That's all because that's gonna take me a minute.
Yeah,
No.
you see it like look down at its hand, and Suki, your phone goes off, and it's from Riley, and it says danger.
Oh! Oh! Riley! I'm point to the thing and be like, nod your head if it's you, baby.
It shakes its head.
All right. Okay, great.
Putting my sword back.
While she's
Wait,
talking, I'm texting again. This would take me like 3 hours to text. I'm gonna try to
and so-
shorthand it.
I see the three dots
when you did
for a
the roll
long
plus
time.
weird, you got a mixed success, and so the only thing the phone can do with the real world is text. You can't make phone calls.
Yeah.
What happens when I try to hug this shadow creature after it nods its head?
Is that what you do?
Yeah.
You take 2 harm, armor defeated.
Ouch.
As you feel cold envelop you.
He's
And
got shadow.
Riley, when you see him do that, you feel him go through you, and you're like, the heck? And Quavon, you stagger back like, so cold!
So essentially, I'm gonna say,
And the old woman says, I wouldn't recommend that if I were you.
I say, creatures trying to open portal will end world.
Oh, phone. Man, world. God, we gotta get you a better phone. All right.
I mean, he could just do talk to text if he got a real phone.
That's what I'm saying.
You think a real phone would understand what the hell I'm saying when I'm saying try? No, I didn't say that. I didn't say diddly bits. I said diddly bits.
You know what?
Would you like to call Dunkin' Donuts? Yeah. go
Yeah.
ahead.
I am unstable and dying.
Oh well, we can't have any more of this. Take it. We need him back. Take it.
No.
The woman with green hair reaches up to your head, pulls hair, and she winds it, and winds it, and winds it, and hands an end to the 2 sisters, Weird, and they wind it, and you see their hair fly up in the air, their eyes glow. They start chanting, in principio vita vita. And it's normal again. Mark off 2 points of luck.
It hurts. This is gonna come bite me. Later. But we need a boy. We need our. We need our special boy. Come on back.
Like, whenever you're ready, just tell us and we'll go over to the gate and we'll open it up.
Now?
I mean,
We can go now.
Did I? Can I hear
right,
this
Suki,
now? Since
now?
I'm here.
Yeah. You can hear the sisters Weird talk, yeah.
Do we have a code word? Does Suki and Riley have a code word like banana sandwich means stop what you're doing, the people you're talking to are fucking evil, you need to get out of there as quickly as possible and don't open a portal?
The only thing that I can think of is that if you needed to prove to them it was you, if you had texted them the word French toast, they would know it was you.
Sure, but what I'm saying is like a secret word like
I will let
cowabunga.
you roll preparedness.
yeah.
I will also say that I was your original hunter partner, so I know plenty of things.
Yeah. Like I would let you have that one for free. Like if there's like a bug out word like danger run.
66. 2 6s. That's 12.
Boxcars? Nice.
What are we
Okay.
Dang.
So Quavon and Riley, you guys have like a
There goes my luck.
like everything's going bad word. Whatever that is, you guys can decide. With preparedness, you could I'll let you create, retroactively another like code word, Riley.
All right, Q. We're on the count of 3. We're gonna say word, and that's the word at the same time. 1, 2, 3. Cowabunga.
Cowabunga.
Were you really gonna say that?
I was just kind of
What
going
just
with it.
happened?
I don't.
I was just waiting for like an awkward. We say two different things, and then we just pick one. But all right, Cowabunga. Yes. Okay.
I need a minute. What the?
I mean, there was a he
was a
said it a
pause.
little bit after
Yeah,
Solo said it, so
it's all right. But I like to believe in the magic.
I like to believe that it
Sure.
was delay. Oh my gosh. All right, cool. Yeah, and what does Cowabunga mean? That's the bug out word. That's like the stuff's gone bad, get out.
It means you're in danger. Leave the situation.
Okay.
Abort.
So is that the word you send to the text?
Yes, that takes me a little while.
Okay. So you
It's
get
not spelled
Cowabunga.
right. It is totally
No.
not spelled right because
I'm
I
not
don't
even
even
sure I know how to
that.
spell that. No, yeah.
Phonetically, probably.
WAHBUNGA.
Yeah. Cowa. There's a 3 in the middle.
Cowabunga?
Of it. Yeah. I guess.
That's our code word. We gotta go.
Well, I guess the time is now. Let's pull them through. Are you okay, honey? We need to. There's something. I don't have any Healy bits.
No, yeah, give me. Oh, you're starting to sound like Riley. Give me a second. My hands are gonna glow. I'm gonna touch myself. I'm gonna attempt to heal myself before what happens is happening.
Sure.
And I have a backup plan.
Yeah, you do.
If it doesn't work out, I'm getting the good boy so he can help me out.
Get that
Backup
best boy.
plan.
All
Best
right,
boy.
go for it. Roll it.
Nope. So I'm calling. All right, Pericles, I could use you, buddy. I could use you, buddy.
So he appears, golden light, sits down on his back haunches and kind of is panting outside on the sidewalk.
I look over out the door where he's waiting outside, and I look at the 3 ladies. Is he not allowed in?
There's no dogs in the salon.
I just kind of give him just like a son of a, and I'll leave and I'll walk outside to Pericletus.
Yeah, Pericletus kind of jumps up, puts the paws on your chest, and licks you, and you heal 2 harm, and he disappears.
Oh, he's a 1-shot pup. Shoot. That's okay. I'll take it.
He's a 2-shot pup.
Noted. Gotcha. Thank you. Good boy.
All right.
Goodest boy.
Best boy. Best
Best
boy.
boy. Best boy.
So,
boy.
do we need to close up the shop and go to the portal?
Yeah, I don't think we got any time left.
All right. We will meet you there.
All right, everybody in the car, you too, Riley. And buckle up.
When you arrive, and you need us, pull a hair out and we'll show up.
All righty, that sounds good. All right,
Okay.
everybody.
So
So Ray gets into the
during
car.
the whole,
What are you doing, Riley?
During the whole, because that was a lot for me. I can write all sorts of stuff now, and you're gonna get it in 3 texts. It's gonna come in as a media message, and it might break your phone. Who knows? I don't know how this would work because I don't know if anyone uses Star Text anymore. But evil creatures are trying to open a portal. If they open a portal, it will end world as we know it. What are those lines called?
Ley lines.
The ley lines are compromised. I don't trust those ladies. Send.
Mm-hmm.
Send.
It all comes in opposite order, though.
Oh God, I hated that.
Last one first, first one last.
You don't realize it till you
What
get to
is
the
it?
third
I
message.
don't-
You're like, oh, that makes sense now.
I'm not gonna cat to you. Read that.
Yeah.
All
And
right.
Riley can't go in the car with you. He tries to sit down in the seat, and you guys take off, and he's just still standing there.
Well, that's
Aw.
uncomfortable.
And then he fades, and Brindari is still standing outside the shop with you, Riley. Says, "All right. So what's the plan?"
Question.
While he's thinking of that question, I would definitely audibly say out loud while we're getting in the car with this Shadow Riley. I'll be like, Riley, keep your distance though. Like, I can't touch you. I can't touch you. Don't touch us.
You already left. You're gone. I'm just standing there.
No, that's fine.
Oh, I thought you went with us in the car. No.
No,
You
Jason
can't.
just said that.
Couldn't get in.
I didn't get
Gotcha.
in.
Like the car drives away, and he's just like
Still standing there.
I'm gonna look at. I'm
The
gonna
car
look at.
left.
Brindari.
Brindari. I wrote it down. Use my last hold for the extra, the connecting the dots. And I'm gonna say two things. I'm gonna first say, are those three ladies the ones that are evil and trying to open this portal?
No.
Oh, all right.
I'm not sure who is affecting the ley lines, but it's been happening for some time.
Well, they seem very eager to open up the portal.
From what I could see, it seems like they brokered some sort of deal with your friends.
Sure. But y'all talking about portals open? Just leave the damn portals closed. I'm fine here. It's nice and cold and it's comfortable.
Maybe your only way out. Once they open it, go and then destroy that thing.
Destroy the portal?
Yes. That's the only way for them to never find a way to open it themselves. And once it's open, Sir Reed, they're going to rush. They're going to come in force to get through the portal while it's open. I can stay behind and help fight them off, but your friends will have to secure your exit.
When and where is the next crucial event going to occur?
In what context? Of this adventure or larger story?
I would say this adventure. Like, is the big throwdown battle going to happen at this portal? Is it going to happen
Yes.
at
The
Taco
next
Bell?
big bad, well, there is a Taco Bell a few blocks away, but no. At this portal is where the next big thing is going to happen. This is where it's all going to go down.
Okay. Well, let's go do the thing and get over back there. Actually, can we go back to my shop real quick? I want to get my other diddly bits.
So she takes you guys to the shop, and you're going to try to grab what?
I have to choose, huh? I have to choose.
Well, if you can even do it, I'm surprised that worked in the first place.
Well, you should be surprised that I am the expert in all things thingies. Fuck.
Might be a translation error. I'm sorry. What?
No, it's all right. It's all right. I got a 4. Never mind. Just want to say goodbye to my place before I go die again. All right.
Again? What?
You're not dead. All right. So
You're not
that's what
there.
you wanted to do with.
Is that
all
my,
you want to do
is that
at the
my
shop?
good Q impression?
No. All right. So you guys arrive at the structure, and Riley, you and Brindari are there as well, but you're not seen right now. Suki, Katia, Quivan, what do you guys want to do? Are you and checking out the structure? Are you going inside? Like what's
And I noticed those sigils on the side before. What do they look like? Do I recognize them as anything in particular?
Yeah, so it's a symbol that you've seen before here and there. It's a circle with 3 lines up, 3 lines down, 3 lines left, 3 lines right. It's a common motif in the Pueblo Indians as well as in New Mexico. It's in fact the state symbol. It's called the Zia Sun, and it's supposed to represent the 4 directions of the compass. And as you're looking at it, you notice that so it's like a circle with 4 rays. It kind of matches the way this thing looks, except there's another axis of up and down.
Okay. And the biggest amount of energy was coming out of that grate in the ground, wasn't it? Or that
It
like
was.
center point.
Mhm.
All right. I
Suki?
think. Yeah.
I don't know what's going on in your head right now, but do you think maybe to amplify that, if need be, you can do your mind meld thing so you can kind of have all of our skills like we did that one time?
Yeah. I mean that ain't. I'm never against that. That sounds like a great idea.
Okay.
So I'll set up a party line.
All right, roll it.
Is there anyone nearby?
14.
Great question. 14. Party line sets up with no problem. Your three of you are in each other's heads.
And I'll reach out for Riley too, I know he ain't on this plane of existence.
Yeah, unless Riley is concentrating, that's not going to work.
Yeah.
All right.
Katia, let me do this. Suki, you said that you were looking at the grate.
Yeah.
There is a round plaque right in the middle that says the center of the universe.
Well, I think we found the portal.
Katia, you hear footsteps behind you, and you turn and look, and there's Eddie, Quavon's friend. Hey guys, what's
What are you doing
going
here?
on?
You shouldn't be here.
I go to school here. What?
Okay, well there was a
What are you
fire.
guys
You
doing
should
here?
go.
That was like hours ago. I heard about. That. I
Okay,
wasn't even campus
well it could still be affecting. You should go. And I'm going to gaze into his eyes.
This
He
poor
looks at you, Quavon, and is like,
Wait!
"Hey, why is she roll it?"
Wait!
this-
Quavon
is
just goes, "Wah!"
By the way, for those of you who don't remember, in episode 1, this is the guy you almost gave a mental break to by doing that too much. So
Yeah.
go
I
ahead
was
and roll.
gonna say,
Well,
is
he's
this the guy
had
that
time
we,
to recuperate.
stirred his
You-
brains with
you
a
hope.
stick. Like
Oh, not even a stick, like that thing you used to mix paint and put it in the drill.
yeah, like,
I got a 12.
Excellent. What would you like to do? It seemed particularly easy on him, like he's been preconditioned.
Oh.
Eddie,
You messed him
you
up.
have to leave this place. It's not going to be safe for you. Just go home and relax.
Okay. And he turns and walks out of the thing. Anyone want to do anything?
Katia, you gotta be careful with that. Remember what happened last time?
He's just gonna go home and relax. Relax.
And probably skip class. So
Well, he needs
Alright.
it. He needs to relax for a day.
I'll talk to his professor.
Or forever. I guess I didn't put a time limit on it.
it does have a expiration, the command, but yeah. I'm just
6
enjoying
months
now
later.
the idea of like every couple episodes Eddie just shows up where you scramble his brains.
Oh no.
We're like we're just kind of pre-creating like an NPC with the flake the flake playbook. We're just creating a flake.
Oh my gosh. You're not wrong. All right, so you guys are there. Riley, you can kind of like see them like moving around and doing things. You see them talk to someone. You see a little burst of energy come from the shadow you know as Katia. And then you see all three of them glow. And now all three of you can see Riley and another shadow standing just outside the center of the universe.
I apologize if you have said this before, Keeper.
Mhm.
What time of day is it right now?
Now it's probably about 3 in the afternoon.
So it's just daylight. Everyone, okay.
Mm-hmm.
Hate
Gotta
it.
do it
Got it.
quick.
Yep.
Can I fly up onto the roof of this structure?
Yeah, you absolutely can. I want you to act under pressure so that no one notices you.
Gosh,
Can you
darn
fly
it.
straight up the smokestack and just
You
sort
could
of
do that, yeah.
sit? That
You
might
can do it internally.
Oh
Am
yeah, I want to do that.
Then you just do it. No one can see
Okay.
you. So you
Because
just
I got
do
no
the-
cool. I can't be acting under pressure.
Yeah.
So you're in the center of this thing, and there's 10 feet straight down through the grate, 10 feet up, and you just to the
Yeah,
top, and you can kind of peek and look and see.
as she's doing that, I'm just gonna mentally think to her, Katia, I don't know the expense of your mind gifts, but do you think you can clear out this area?
Are there more people around right now?
There's some people like here and there. No one's really
Not
bothering
a
you
lot
guys.
of people, but
Yeah, I would probably say
Mhm.
like if you did like a quick, poke out and count, maybe 12 people within kind of close proximity that might notice what you guys are doing going on?
So I'll think back. I'd have to do each individual person to get them to leave.
So what I'll say is this, is because all of you are linked, there is a possibility that you might be able to combine some powers here using your gaze, but send it out mentally through Suki.
I am loving this avatar action right here. I love it.
I got that. I got that
I'm
telepathy.
here for it.
I got that telepathy. I'm in anybody's mind at any given time.
I will give all my divine energy to it.
Oh, so you're gonna like juice it? All right, great. Do you want to do this?
Yeah.
Okay, so I want you to roll mental dominion, and I want Suki to act under pressure. And you both get a +1 because Quavon's like just channeling like raw divine power into this connection to like strengthen the structure of it.
So I got a 10, so with +1, it's 11.
Excellent.
Nice. Sorry, act under pressure is plus cool.
Yes.
Amazing. Sorry, let me just take a little look at that.
You can do this.
I got a -1, so it isn't. It's in fact a 6. Or
Yeah,
wait,
6?
I get a +1 too. Yeah, so I actually.
So
yeah,
7.
so it's 7.
Yes,
Great.
that's
a mixed success.
that's kind of a thing.
All right.
That's kind of.
And it's kind of a thing. It's more of a thing than the other thing.
Katia, what is the command?
The command is, you should all go home, take the day off,
Okay.
just
So-
leave school.
Run, baby, run.
Or take the day off. Like, go home, relax, take the day off. That's what I want.
Okay, so anyone who walks into this area is going to be affected by this thing. And so you start to see people who are in the area of effect, like just kind of like, and turn around and walk away. And then you watch another person walk into the vicinity, stop and turn around, take their keys out of their pocket and walk away.
I feel like I'm poking out from the top of the structure. I'm just like,
Pew.
Mind control beams!
Pick 'em up.
Mind control beams! Oh, I love this so much. As a fan of Chrono Trigger, I love the power combining stuff. All right, so you have secured the area. You guys are all linked. You guys are all benefiting from spooky vision, so you can see Riley and another shadow that you are not really sure what's going on there. Riley, you can see them kind of glowing, and you can see what you assume is Katia kind of floating, and then Quavon and Suki, based on size difference, kind of standing here in the center of the universe, which is what this art installation is called. What do you guys want to do? You're all together in a way.
Is the portal open yet or no?
Oh, the portal's still thrumming with power, but
pluck out your hair. Don't we have
you
to
haven't
call?
summoned the Sisters
Oh,
Weird
right,
to start the
right.
spell.
All right, we ready?
I'll lower down so I can be near Suki.
I'll open my hand, and there's a glowing golden light that will consolidate into a. Weapon is good for this. We're gonna go hammer.
Nice.
Warhammer.
Oh, also, I guess I put my gun in the trunk of my car always. And now that I know that there's gonna be a portal opening and there's like shadows and stuff, can I have my gun with me?
Oh yeah, absolutely. I
Hunter
think you
rifle?
guys knew you were walking
Yeah,
into
I
something
have-
bad.
Yeah,
I have
seems like
my
a bad situation.
crystalline short sword
Yes.
out and ready.
All right, so I'm gonna cock my carbine and kind of hold it on my hip.
So you pluck out the hair, and you feel a hand on your shoulder. Look to your left, and there's the woman in blue hair, the woman with red hair, and then right behind Quavon is the woman with the green hair. And they
She's
said,
my favorite.
Yeah. Are we ready to begin?
Yeah, let's just do it.
Ready as we'll ever
Right,
be.
Susie?
We need that boy back.
Yeah.
It will take us a moment. Please clear the area. And they stand to the center right around that grate and that plaque, and they link arms, and you see them like engage, like they gotta go Super Saiyan. The hair goes up and the eyes glow, and there's energies flowing off of them. And you see, Suki, the thrumming lotus of energy combine and shift and solidify into a single beam that shoots straight into the air. Riley, you see between the middle of the Sisters Weird a small white dot appear and slowly grow. You also see Brindari look over your shoulder and say, they're coming. And you look and you can see 10, 12, 15 shadows approaching your position. Katya, Q, and Suki, as you guys kind of are back up to give them this space, you can see down every single port walking out of this center of the universe, shadows approaching in groups of 3s and 4s.
Oh, okay. Well,
and I'm assuming everyone's still kind of in the structure, but that means there's 4, technically 6 ways in. What do you want to do?
I'd like to go to the closest shadow group and start slashing.
Yeah,
Great.
I'm gonna put my, I'm just gonna look down the closest side, I guess the one behind me, and just start firing into the boys.
I'm going to prep my divine hammer that's kind of like sparking with this gold lightning energy, and I'm gonna put a hand on my chest to try to heal myself.
Make that roll.
Oh.
Riley, what are you gonna do?
Feeling good.
I did send you a message real quick in Discord.
I only have 2 harm.
I do the right thing.
I'm just trying to max out if I can.
Either one is fine with me. If you want to use something immediately, I think the second one works better. What could go wrong?
Yeah.
The other thing would be a thing for later.
Yeah.
It wouldn't affect right now.
I got a 10.
A 10. Great. So you heal 2 harm.
Okay, I'm prepped. We're doing this. We're getting ready. We're doing this. Oh, a last thing, Keeper. You said that there were 6 entrances into this thing that we're in. What's the 6th one? Because I thought it was like a 4-sided thing, and then there's one on the top, which is 5.
As you look down, you realize that there's a 10-foot drop beneath this grate.
Oh, I missed that.
Technically,
Gotcha.
that could be an entrance, just in the sake of fair play.
Gotcha,
I mean, you'd have to be
gotcha.
insubstantial to walk through walls or something to get down there. Oh, wait.
Gotcha.
Almost like a shadow person.
Almost like that. Great question, Quavon. All right. Riley, where are you gonna post up? You see them kind of each taking one of the channels. There's one still undefended.
And I'm still in the shadow place, right?
Yes. And you can see them more clearly than anybody else.
Do I feel like I would do better being where I am or going through?
So right now you're outside of the structure, looking down one of the hallways. I mean, if you're gonna use your pistol, then getting in a place where you have some cover might be good.
No. What I mean is me being in I'm still in the shadow, right?
Right. Yeah, and you know that you can affect them in the shadow ward. You shot one before.
Got it.
And the door isn't manifest enough for you to go through yet.
I got it. Okay, that's what I was trying to find out. I would find a good vantage point and start pumping these things with holy rounds.
Great. All right, let's do this. We'll go Riley first. Riley, pick your target.
And you said is there any difference between them, or are they all?
They all look like they're wearing the same kind of medieval armor, like it's a uniform or something.
Cool, it's medieval boy band. Got it. I'm taking a shot.
All right, roll, kick some butt.
That's tough, right?
Yeah.
It's 8. And
8.
with the precise
Excellent.
strike as well.
All right, roll that 2. Suki, you're next.
That is a 9.
Does that do it for precise strike?
That's a +1 instead of a +2. So then it's with my pistol. It's a 4 total.
4 total. Okay, great. So
Holy, if that matters.
Yeah, you aim at one of them and just shoot it straight through the head, and it just drops with a clatter, and lays there. And the other 3 turn and see that and start running. One of them stops and does a gesture, and your entire spot, Riley, is covered in shadow, like a bubble of darkness. You guys who are in the real world look back and see one of the entryways just got covered in complete darkness, magical darkness for D&D context, and so you can't see anything out that hole. And this is the one that you're back wave on.
By it. All right,
This is the one that's on my back. Okay.
All right, Suki, what do you want to do?
I'm gonna shoot at some of the things coming down my tube.
Great, Katya, you're next.
All right. Okay.
Because some of the things coming down my tube clip.
There's so many better ways to say that. So it's an 8.
An 8. What kind of rounds are these?
Fun hole?
Because I know Riley and Katya have holy rounds and other rounds, but I've never heard that you do.
I don't think so, because we didn't find any that would fit my carbine and the thing, so they might just be regular bullets.
Right. So you shoot and one of them goes right through a guy, and they just keep coming.
Ugh. Can I use my jinx?
In a minute, yes, Katya.
Yeah, so I'm running up to
Q, you're next.
running up to my fun hole. I assume we all took our own tunnel.
Did you just say fun hole?
It
I
got
did.
worse. Somehow
Okay.
it got worse.
It's worse, yeah.
Guys, you've seen Legends. You know the greatness that comes from my... Anyway, so I'm running up to my group of shadow boys, and I'm slashing with my sword.
Great, hit it.
8?
8, yep, that does it. What's the harm?
2.
2 harm, armor defeating. So you slash one and you see like the crystal blade glow a little bit as it slices through one of the shadow boys, and he stumbles and falls over, but he's still moving. The other 3 approach you, and one of them comes around to the back and reaches and puts his hand through your shoulder, and you take 2 harm, armor defeating. But that doesn't matter for you, so 1 harm, yeah. And now they're surrounding you, menacing shadows with glowing, burning eyes.
Oh,
Quavon,
no.
what are you doing?
This is no good.
Okay. 2 things for clarification. One thing, the entrance behind me that I believe Shadow Riley was on, that entrance has been like blackened and over, right?
Yes.
I can't see through it.
It's completely opaque, yeah.
Understandable. Do I understand why?
You would guess that the shadows did something funky over there. You haven't seen them use this ability, so you're not exactly sure, but it makes sense. Shadow with shadow.
Understood. I am seeing that, I hear gunfire and stuff, and people are doing things at distance, and I'm just sitting here with my hammer like, I should help. But I know that he knows that he cannot leave this entrance. So he's gonna be like, okay, boy, watch my back. And I will like Pericletus to kind of jump out from behind me and go watch the darkness area to kind of like safeguard that. And my Warhammer is gonna all of a sudden get very loose and fluid, but then all of a sudden starts talking about like all of a sudden start sounding like shackles as I make it into the chain. And I'm gonna just start whipping people from afar. So this like glowing chain is just like going out and like hitting like random shadows.
Excellent. Roll kick some butt.
All right, here we go. That's not the best. 4, 5, 6, 7. So that does hit.
It does.
And I would like to. Would you allow me to do my precise strike?
No, because that's not a complete success.
Understood.
I think that's how that works. So what's the damage with your holy fire?
For my holy chain, the damage is it's going to be 3 harm, hand area, messy holy.
Great. So you whip the chain around and you strike, and it hits all 4 of them simultaneously because it has the area tag. and they all like go flying over as it hits like substantially because it's magic, and they all fly, hit the ground, kind of go sprawling as they all take harm. And another one of them from the ground reaches out, and you're encased in a bubble of shadow as well.
What's a spell? No, I'm kidding. I don't. Okay.
I don't think you have that.
No, I don't.
Steal it from the Spellslinger's playbook, I guess.
It's a habit.
Yeah. And so like it's a cool image because you're in complete darkness, glowing with holy fire with a chain, but you're the only thing illuminated by it, looking in all directions, not knowing where this is going to come from next.
Gotcha.
Riley, you are up, and you guys can still hear the sisters' weird chanting, and it's getting louder and louder. And Suki, you can feel energy like pulsing larger and larger. And remember, you guys are all still mentally connected. You can talk to each other except for Riley. So I think Riley is up first. No, I think Suki's up first. Yeah.
Okay. My big whammy didn't do anything to the guys last time, correct?
Correct. They're incorporeal, and whammy is a physical thing.
Why do we always? I should have more things for ghosts. Normally, I just talk to them. Katia, did you happen to grab your gun with the good holy ammo?
But I'm surrounded.
Is there?
Could you run and go get it? Yeah, all your foes are still far enough away that you might have some time.
Yeah, but she has her gun surrounded by them, right?
Mm-hmm. I'm not saying it's safe, but I'm saying it's possible.
Yeah, I mean, I don't really have anything else. My jinx don't do that sort of holy stuff.
They might be susceptible to jinx.
Yeah, all right.
Because jinx isn't damage. Jinx is just delay tactics, and yeah, it's messing up plans.
I wonder if there's a way that I could, like, use siphon some of the energy and sort of like mess with the people around Katia. Like, if I could, the equivalent of making part of the thing, like part of the ceiling, fall down on them, but energy-wise, if that makes sense. Like, using the energy that they're using, can I steal some of it and make it? Oh
yeah, I love that. Go for it. Yeah, try it. Dude, roll jinx.
Just like, is that a thing that occurs? Okay. And it's plus weird, right? It's 11.
Mm-hmm. 11. Ooh, nice. So what's the effect?
I would like to take really focus on the symbol, but focus on the center of the symbol, where there's nothing on the actual symbol, but I know that's where the grate is. And I want to focus on it, and I want to think about it and think about it and think about it and think about a ball of light coming up from the grate and zapping a couple of the ones around Katia, enough so that I could reach in and grab the gun.
Great. So you do that, and you see the energy go, and then you notice the sisters are clutching each other's hands tighter. Now, as you're interfering with their spell, the ball of light goes out like a bomb and just shreds the shadows into nothing. Katia, you're no longer surrounded. You can't see any shadows next to you. As you run past Suki, you run past to go talk to her, and the sisters all say, "Don't do that."
Sorry. Gun.
Yeah.
She tosses you the shotgun. You grab it. Holy rounds inside. Let's do. I think Riley was supposed to go. So,
are there any more ghosts up?
Yeah, there's several. But you don't know that because you're encased in shadow.
Oh, that's right.
I know, this one's a hard one. It's hard fighting incorporeal things.
I don't know why I gave her that sword, because I was like, this ain't going good.
When I need something unusual or rare, would I be able? Have I ever done any sort of bits with the darkness here before.
Oh yeah, you know a lot about shadows. You in fact know that one of the easiest ways to get rid of them is to use either magic, or that you could use cold iron.
Cold iron.
Mm-hmm. And you had some cold iron bullets from the bunker that you could use, or people could even use just like, cold iron is anything forged of iron that was never put to heat. It was made into the shape it is merely through pressure, not through manipulating it through fire and forge.
Got it. So I could just swap bullets and shoot the space, the
absolutely.
air between me.
Mm-hmm.
Cool. That won't
go for it.
So I'm going to shoot the shadows with cold iron.
Right. So I'm going to say like you step out of that like shadow bubble so you can see, and they're really close now.
Got it. I'll take a shot.
All right. Roll plus tough.
3
I think
plus
Katya, you're
4
up next.
is 7.
7.
Plus 1 is 8.
Excellent. So you shoot one of them, and it's not a perfect shot, but you see it go through the chest, and they slowly start to dissolve from the chest out until they're just gone into like ash. And one of them now is close enough, and it strikes you with a sword, and you feel you take 2 harm of that armor defeating icy damage. Katya, what are you gonna do? You just toss the shotgun to Suki.
Do I see any other shadows anywhere near me?
Yeah, you can see some on the ground kind of behind you over where Quavon is, and you can see that Riley is emerged from the shadow, and he's taking out some over there. So you could either go help Katya, you could either go help Quavon or Riley, basically, and Suki's kind of nearby you.
Who's closest?
Quavon.
All right, so I'll go there.
Okay.
And I'll slash at a shadow.
Excellent.
I can not throw my dice on the ground.
Dice on the ground, dice on the
So
ground.
that's 10.
10. Great. Yeah, so you shoot one of them is on the ground, and it just you slice it. Rather, you get over there and you slice it, and it just bursts into ribbons of shadow. It was already hurt by Quavon's chain. And one of them on the ground like grabs your leg, and as it goes through your leg, you take another point of harm after all your resistances and stuff. As it gets up and menaces you. And you can see like it feels like it's trying to say something, but you can't hear it because it's not on the same plane of existence as you.
Did I hear it?
You can hear it. The warrior through the chain, the metal helmet says "witch," and nothing. Yeah, just a taunt. Quavon, you see Katya come up and knock out another one of the shadows, and you hear the chanting from behind you. You look over, and there is a basketball-sized like white dot floating in the middle of them, and you hear them say, "It's almost ready. Bring your friend." Riley, you can't see this or hear this because the shadow bubble is between you and them.
Okay, so the shadow bubble that's behind me that I'm having Heraclitus watch over, can't see through that. I'm also in my own little shadow bubble and I can't see through it. Right,
you're outside the shadow. Yeah, I think you stepped out of the shadow bubble. Is what we'll say.
Cool. And
actually, here's what I'll say: when you summon Paracletus, that bubble evaporates pretty quickly because he's like burning it off with his light body.
Good boy.
Best boy.
He is literally the best boy.
And the ladies just said, "Bring your friend."
Yeah, it's almost ready. Bring your friend.
Okay, and do I know if they were referring to Riley, who we're bringing back, or Katya, who is like away from us right now?
I think it would make most sense that you would
I'm
think
right
it's Riley.
next to you, Quavon.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, Katya is pretty close to you now because she came over during her turn, so Riley makes the most sense. But you've lost track of Riley.
He's been texting us, so I'm gonna take out my phone. The 3 ladies said
right in the middle of combat.
I mean, hey. You got this, Katia. You got this.
He's
I'm gonna,
millennial. He can type fast.
I'm gonna text to Riley. All right, it's ready. Come over. I don't know where you are, but come over to us now. Send.
Yeah. So Riley, you get like a vibration, and you're like, you've got the Colt in one hand. You get a shadow with like 2 feet of you, and you get the text, but you haven't seen what it says yet. Go ahead, Quivan.
And I am I'm not sure if this works mechanically in this game. You let me know. But I am going to kind of like back up and get like a little bit closer to the white
Center
basketball.
of the universe. Yeah.
Yeah.
You're gonna come down the hallway closer to the center. Got it.
Yeah, and I'm just gonna prep my chain to like do like a whirl in the tunnel just in case any
preventative measure. I love that.
Yes. Yeah. So and that's it.
Great. Roll act under pressure for me. Riley, what do you want to do? You've got a shadow in your face, a Colt in your hand, and a text that's unread.
I'm probably going to shoot the ghost.
Excellent. Fire.
I will fire, and I will miss. It's a 6.
All right. Mark experience.
Act under pressure, I got an 8.
It dodges. You're good, Quavon. It dodges around and takes its short sword and stabs you in the chest, and you take 2 points of harm, not armor defeating.
Oh no!
Not armor defeating.
I don't know what that means.
That
How
means
much health
that
do you have?
None.
you have armor.
None? Do you have armor at all?
I don't think so.
Okay, so it hits you. You're like, oh! And you go down to your knees, and then you see the shadow explode, and Brindari's right behind it with a ball of fire in her fist. She's like, no. And she grabs you by the shoulders and puts her hands on either side of your head, and she says, go home, destroy the gate. And she starts to glow with a green fire, and you see her face go sallow. You see her bones protrude, her skin go ashen gray, and the fire gets bigger, and it pushes into you, Riley, and she falls over as a desiccated husk. And you only have 3 harm.
3 harm total?
Total.
So she removed 4?
She just basically, yes, she just shoved life energy into you.
Coo.
And then dropped dead.
You know,
I'm sorry,
that
fire also burns away the shadow bubble that was right behind you, and now you can see clearly from your vantage point a portal into a colorful world, a world full of color and life and light and wind and gravity that's about the size, about 2 feet in diameter, circular, and you think you could probably make it through that.
Boy, do I wish I had one of them new phones with the camera and stuff, so I can show people what I've been seeing. Is there anything?
Start a blog, maybe. Yeah.
Is there anything? Oh my God, that's season 2. It's just Riley's blog.
I'd read it.
Is there anything on her person that I think I might need?
She has a necklace.
I take it, and then I run for the bubble.
Thief.
I feel bad.
Quavon, what were you gonna say?
I was just gonna say, I was curious to know who this woman was, but now I don't want to because now I feel bad.
Okay. Riley, you run past the shadowy figures of the Sisters Weird, and you jump. Like, do you want to like jump through, or you want to like kind of like?
I'm jumping.
You're just gonna like jump straight through.
Superman.
You guys all see, because you're pretty close to the center. You see Riley just like Ace Ventura fly out of the rhino onto the ground, and he's like, and he looks rough, like, but when he lands, like there's still like this, like it looks like he's on fire a little bit. Like you could have swear you see some green fire crawling up his arms, and he lands, and he's like, and you're back in the real world.
Right.
Welcome back.
Hi, baby. And I'm gonna shoot.
Riley, okay, go ahead. No, you're gonna shoot.
Oh, are the shadows still coming down?
Oh yeah,
tube?
I
they're
got
coming
All right,
faster
I
now.
shoot Riley. No,
Yeah.
I'm just kidding. All right.
Demon spawn. All right.
All right.
The shadows are now sprinting towards the open gate. Go ahead.
Oh yeah, slashy slash, shooty
It's-
shoot.
It's a 9.
9. Great.
Nine to-
The two that get the closest, they run closer. You fire, and it peppers them, and they shred to black ribbons in mid jump. One of them is only inches away from the door as they evaporate, and there's another one now that stops for a second and drops into the ground, and you can't see him anymore. What do you guys want to do?
I'm running to Riley with glowing hands. I'm gonna put it on his chest. Come on, Riley. Come on, man. And I'm going to try to lay on hands.
How do we destroy this?
Yeah.
You.
Can I do something?
So, Riley, you know that Brindari had said that unless you destroy the space, the thing itself, the structure, just closing the gate won't be enough. They might be able to eventually find a way to reopen this portal like the Sisters Weird did.
I probably would be like rambling and saying all the things.
Yeah, he's
There was a woman. She had pointy ears. She was talking about end of the world and all the little lines and things and different planets and people that were in some weird shadow war. And she's talking about the portal and all these demons coming, and we got to destroy the structure and all the things.
All right. Okay.
Destroy the structure?
Yeah.
How do we do that?
All right. Hey, okay, so I
I'm
think
pretty strong.
Yeah, well, I think my whammy can actually help. I think if we if you fly me up to the top, I can shoot down, and if I do a big enough whammy, it might be able to like poof, and then maybe the structure will fall in because it's forceful. And anybody else got any better ideas?
I do. I rolled a 9 to lay on hands on Riley, so I give him 2 and I take 2 harm.
correct. You guys transfer those 2 harms. So Riley, you only have 1 harm now.
And okay. And I'll also add to what Suki just said. I can also help with my hammer, and I bring back the massive warhammer, and I can hit it from the outside or the inside, or all places.
Just
I'm sure I got
think
some
outside,
C4 somewhere.
outside.
We can just kind of cave it in.
Yeah. So Suki, are you intending to like go for like the metal grate and that like plaque, or are you trying to crumble the concrete structure from the outside? What's the plan?
Ideally, I was thinking that Katya could fly me up and I could send a whammy down like the chimney thing, and that might kind of bounce off the sides to sort of like
crumble the concrete
it,
down, right? Okay.
Yeah, but it's heading
so,
it down towards the grate anyway.
Right,
so
so it'll
it
become
doesn't-
rubble basically, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, and then so you're asking Quavon to go outside and basically just a wham on this thing?
I'm gonna weaken it before the big whammy. Just hit it from outside in different places.
Yeah.
Okay, great. So I take it that you and Riley and Paracletus step out. Suki, you turn to the sisters. They're not there, but the glowing open portal is.
All right, let's do this.
Quick question before you fly up. Quick question. We can destroy the outside that's on top, but do we have to worry about the bottom?
Well, that's why I'm
It's
shooting.
gonna cave in.
I'm gonna shoot down
Copy. All right.
into the grate, so hopefully the whammy will hit the bottom and sort of like poof.
Gotcha. Okay.
All right, so Riley, you're feeling better. You're like kind of still like getting your bearings outside. You're watching Quavon just like slam on this thing. You see his hammer hit one of the pieces of graffiti and it cracks. You see Katya and Suki go up. You're ready to do the whammy, and then Riley, you see a shadow come up from the ground right behind Quavon, reaching for him.
Taking a shot.
Roll it.
Don't hit my friend. Don't hit my friend. It's tough, right?
Mm-hmm.
That is gonna be a 7 to hit, and I like to do precision strike as well.
Nope, you didn't do a full success. It's only a partial success.
Got it.
I think is how that works. So do you say anything?
Nope.
Okay, so Quavon, you hit the side of the concrete, and the same time you hit it, you hear like an extra like clang with it, and you're like, the heck? and you turn around and you just in time to see a shadow turning to ribbons, and Riley, just like that rooftop scene in The Matrix, has the pistol right to the thing's head. Dodge this, and like destroys it. And then that's when you hear of Suki hitting the big whammy. Roll big whammy, Suki.
Okay. So that is actually that's a 10. That's a 10 even.
A 10!
Awesome, great. Like just as you planned, the thing reverberates down the chimney. Pieces are crumbling, falling into it, and it starts hitting the bottom. You're hearing it clang against the grate. You hear Quavon wailing on the outside as some of the side walls start to fall in too, and that energy starts to wobble, and then poof, and everyone is thrown back 10 or 20 feet, and they land in like Quavon and Riley land in a bush on the sidewalk there. Katia lands on the rooftop of the engineering building, and Suki kind of like lands in the little terraced area where the fire was, and is like all black and sooty now, just like no one takes harm, but this thing is wrecked. That's the second destructive property you've done on UNM campus in the last 24 hours. And
we added a modern art piece, and then we subtracted a modern art piece.
Yeah, it's deconstructionism,
So
really.
The day is still young.
Really.
Yeah. And Suki, you like open the vision, and there's no more energy coming from this space. It's inert. The shadows, look around, there's no shadows anywhere. And you look across the parkway, and you can see Riley and Quavon standing up, brushing themselves off. And it seems like it's over. You guys, Riley tells you, I want to go to Taco Bell. And so you guys go to Taco Bell, like that scene in Avengers, where you guys are just like bloody and cut up. Okay, yeah. Suki's got like ash on her still from the falling into where the fire was. You guys are eating chalupas. And that's where I'll have us answer our end of session questions here at Taco Bell. But
yes! I love this.
There are a few... Yeah, go ahead, Suki. There are a few things we're still going to do, though, at the end. So, the end of session questions. Whoops.
The video demon is here.
Sorry, demon. Demon voice. Okay, so did we conclude the current mystery?
Yes.
Seems
I think so. Like you figured out what happened to Riley Reid.
But we don't know. Well, I guess that's part of it.
Yeah, current mystery, right? So I think that's a definite yes. Unlike some of the other times where it's like, we have no idea what's going on. Did you save someone from certain death or worse?
Yes, we did.
Yeah, we
Multiple people, I think. That was a great combo. Did you learn something new and important about the world?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, what did you guys learn? There's a portal
to darkness.
There's ley lines. The sisters Weird live here.
Yeah.
There's some weird interdimensional lady with pointy ears that did fire from her hands.
Did we learn something new and important about one of the hunters?
I like Taco Bell.
Yes.
Well,
What?
We did. We learned that Katia has the ability to massive brain wipe people with all of us together.
That's true.
I'll allow it. Everyone mark 2 extra experience.
Woo, I leveled up.
So question about the level ups and stuff. So I have leveled up 5 times.
You can take an advanced move now.
On the next one, right?
Yeah, so this 5th one is a normal. Everything after that is gravy.
So what does it mean when you have advanced? Because it's at one of
one of the things is like if you take an advanced like move like kick some butt, you can look at the kick some butt thing on your reference sheet, and on advanced on a 12 plus, instead pick an enhanced effect. You completely hold the advantage and all the hunters get +1 forward, or you suffer no harm at all, or the attack inflicts double the normal harm, or the attack drives the enemy away in a rout. So there's those options open to you
on that cheat
if you
sheet
do that.
thing. All those basic moves. Got it.
Right. So
Okay.
all the basic moves
That
have
makes sense.
advanced versions, so they're no longer basic; they're advanced. So you can do that.
Oh, we ain't basic no more. Okay, cool.
You know,
Oh,
basic.
yeah.
So, Quavon, it's nighttime now, and you're exhausted. This is the second time you've had a big hunt back to back like this, and you teleport back to your room. It's dark now, and you're not even sure if your dad's home yet. But you teleport back into your room, and there on your nightstand is another plate of food. This time it's a bowl of like grits with like bacon crumbled on the top of it and some cheese. And you go to pick it up, and you hear a noise behind you, and you look, and your grandmother's in the room. And she walks up, she puts her hand on your cheek, and she smiles, and she walks back out of the room. Riley, you get back to your shop, and you're looking at some of the maps that you took from Hibbins' hidey hole at the bottom of the library. And you're looking, and you can see that he has started to map out locations of some of the ley lines. And you're noticing that one of the ley lines that crisscrossed at the center of the universe goes all the way out into the desert at Los Lunas, where he has a pin set. You see that there's a pin, there's a ley line that goes right underneath the Frontier restaurant, and you trace it out, trying to figure out where that other like bright glowing point was you saw in the shadow ward. You see another you see a place of another nexus of ley lines just outside the military base, and there is a kind of like building there, but next to it he's just drawn a question mark next to that. And you can follow, and you can see that there are multiple points across ley lines where he's indicated and marked points of interest that maybe he investigated or wanted to investigate as you do that. Suki, you're back home, and you're in the living room, and there's a knock at the door, and you go to answer it, and you open the door, and there standing in front of you is Sammy, and he looks pissed, and he looks at you and says, "What did you do?" And you can see heat coming off of his arms and his hand, and he's starting to slowly change red, and you see his horns start to grow. "You've made a terrible mistake." And we cut that scene as you hear a knock at the door, Kathy, up in your room, and you kind of open your door to see what's going on. You hear someone talking downstairs, and so you go over to the window and pull it open to kind of look to see what's down there, and you smell something that fills your half undead heart with fear. You smell burnt cinnamon.
Oh no.
The vampires have come to Albuquerque.
Oh no.
Oh no.
And that's where we end season 1.
Oh.
I'm pretty sure
So
Bacon's
much
coming
trouble.
for me, y'all.
We're in so much trouble.
Oh no.
Ah! I gave my luck points to the old ladies, and now the demon is mad.
Told you we should go talk to Sammy.
You're right. You are right. I will never doubt you again if this demon allows me to live through this next conversation.
So then my favorite part is what parts of this is true. So the center of the universe really is a thing that's on UNM campus. The picture there in the bottom is a picture of it. Everything I described is correct. It was intended to have graffiti all over it by the original artist, but the university wouldn't let them. And so there's very little graffiti on it, and they always erase it off. It was meant to be a kind of graffiti performance space. Also in real life, the center of the universe, this place out past the base and the Frontier restaurant are in a straight line from each other. Whether or not there's a ley line there or not, I don't know. Yeah, that's it. That's the backstory there. Everything else is pretty much straightforward. Any questions from chat or from you guys about this adventure before we sign off for the day? Everyone's stunned.
Was
I know. You've set up a lot of things.
the
There's a lot
Shadow
of things.
Ward. The Shadow Ward.
What about it?
I mean, is it Ukador?
There is a Shadow Ward accessible from Ukudor, yes.
Yeah. I just want to know if that's what you were intending.
I will
Because
say
I
this.
know it's been connected already.
Uh-huh.
But
Well, you suspect.
just curious.
I will say this. Brindari is from Pre.
So,
All right.
So, yeah. Yeah, that's all.
Looks like chat
uh,
wants to know when season 2 starts.
So
Okay.
it's going to be in April. So we're going to do season 2 a little differently. These are live episodes. Live episodes take quite a bit and they're longer. So we are going to change the model slightly. We are going to still record longer sessions as a group, but we're going to do them in 4 parts. And we're going to air each part every week, Tuesday evening on YouTube. So you'll be able to watch it live on YouTube. Most of us, if not all of us, will be in the chat chatting with you and watching like you guys are watching the episode. So it'll be shorter episodes. You can watch it real quick and then get caught up, or you can watch them all subsequently, however you want to do it.
Right, but that's a great way for us to have weekly content
Yes.
and keep this game going and not increase demand on everyone here, so we can kind of keep the story going.
Yep. And it'll probably go till August or September
Yeah,
for season
so we'll have a full
2.
Yeah,
Yeah.
so we'll have a nice long full season, and we'll have less kind of time constraints, so we can just kind of roll into one mystery into the next mystery, and be more a little loosey goosey and stuff. So yeah,
Can I
that's season 2?
ask for the 3 ladies and telling us how to, get rid of the gate and stuff like that, and for the information that Riley got from the lady who kind of passed away so he can live. We felt like they were like completely truthful.
I don't know how to answer that. They did what they promised.
Gotcha. Totally. Cool. Awesome.
So yeah, they did what they promised. And Sammy seems pretty upset that you went to the Sisters Weird. So yeah.
We don't care about that guy. Whatever.
Sorry.
No, I'm sure he's not dangerous at all.
We're
but,
dangerous.
Yes. Well, cool. Well, guys, thanks so much for joining us here on Fable 42. Please, subscribe to the channel if you had a chance to. Go to criticaldice.com and use code Fable42 to get 20% off. It goes a long way to support my business as well as supporting this channel. And if you haven't already, go ahead and go to YouTube and subscribe and hit that bell on the Fable 42 channel so that when the episode premieres here in a few weeks, you'll be the first to know about it and you won't miss any of this Duke City Chronicles content. But Chris, unless you have anything else, I think we're good.
I think that's it. Just trying to find someone to raid really quickly. Wandering DMs. Looks like they're talking about tabletop stuff. So go ahead, and if you like what you see, go ahead and give them a follow. We'll see you guys tonight on the next episode of Vault 42 at 6:30
6:30
Pacific. Until then, see you guys later.
Oh, I wanted to hear Jason's outro. That thing he always says.
Oh no, the outro was the 4 offers.